myself. And here we are, test. Everybody say something before I mess that up.
Okay,
Hello.
Hello.
What?
We'll figure it out. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to the Eye of Observation. We are the Rollers of Fate. I'm your DM Mark, and today I'm with literally all my players this time. I have a Andy, a Cisco, a Luke, a Joey, a Martin, and of course, oh no, wait, I messed up my screen. Wait a minute, I will reveal him now.
No,
I
that's
believe.
okay.
We can't
It's a
see
big
him.
reveal.
Fuck, this
it's
is
not,
the-
it
Yep.
was totally planned.
It's
Yeah.
still a mystery. I'm
Wait,
still a
one
mystery.
moment. Yeah, there he is! Without an eye.
Hey.
I can make you a bit bigger, so hey, there you are. Yep.
Yeah.
And I have him again.
Yeah, you get an eye after 2 weeks of turning up.
Also, for
Okay.
some reason, only me and Henry are mentioned. Everyone else's name is gone as
Yeah.
well. I don't know how I did that within a minute.
The God
I mean,
Gamer,
it's very
everyone.
impressive, really.
Yeah, the God Gamer, everyone.
And God favors me.
I will fix the names in the meanwhile. Cisco, please do the announcement thing.
Sure, of course. Yeah. So as always, we are here on Twitch or on our YouTube channel at Rollers of Fate D&D, where you can find all our previous episodes, including the Seal Pages of Burglars, as well as Heart of War, our new Dragonlance game as well on Sundays. If you want to get in touch with us, please do so at rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. We also have an X channel at Fate D&D. And we, just a content warning, we use adult language, situations and things that you might find inappropriate, scary, so viewer discretion is advised. And lastly, please give us a follow, a like, help us with the algorithm. And yeah, we will be forever grateful. And yeah, back to you, Mark.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
welcome, Mark.
I'm only halfway there, man. Do it again. Do the
Okay,
Teletubbies
I'll do it
thing.
again. Yeah, I could do. Thanks to ChatGPT and Darren Curtis as well for his epic music that complements our epic games.
A bit
I cannot
longer.
buy
I
any
only
more
need
time.
Mo. I only need Mo. Just thank someone
Mo
random.
wanted to say some speech for his return. I give it back to you, Mo.
Yeah, Mo, say
No,
something.
just joking.
Oh, I have to say something. Hi, I'm back.
We can introduce our characters, actually.
I'm already
Oh,
done, so
oh.
it's kind of yeah, sure, why not?
Sure.
But Mo,
Huh? What? Am I introducing myself again?
Yep.
Hello, my name is Mo. I don't know if you remember me.
With character,
but I'm
please.
back. Oh, and the character. Yes, I'm playing Calamity Jane. Again, she's back. If you've seen the last episode at the end, he's unconscious somewhere in a barn or something like that. Something's ticking. We'll find out.
Should we do everyone while we're at it? Why not? Since we have
I mean,
the full
yeah,
game.
I'll go next. I am Malcolm, Undead's Warlock Rogue Warlock. Doesn't really matter too much. He's a walking corpse. He hangs about, and well, he actually can hang about. He has spider climb. We'll move on to somebody else because this is a train wreck.
Alright, hello everybody. I'm Joey. I'm playing William Albatross. I'm a
Biggest
human
train wreck.
sorcerer bard. And yeah, I drink and I know things, only I don't know things, so that sums up Will's character. I guess anyone else who wants to take it next, because that's all I have to say about that.
I'll go. Hello, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Dr. Henry Jones Jr., the wizard and brains of this particular group of Chucklefucks, and really looking forward to seeing what happens tonight. Take it from here, Cisco.
hello. I am Cisco de Rolo the First. Joking. I am Cisco Blanco Mora de Málaga y España, yeah. And tonight I will be playing Sir Sol Sanderberg, Knight of the Summer Twilight. He's a Hexblood fighter wizard multiclass, and he's super awesome. And yeah, he definitely doesn't have family issues or anything like that. All right, and I'll pass it back to Martin. Yeah.
Yeah, Martin. Kai, he's a little kobold. He's a druid, Circle of the Shepherd. One of only two people that doesn't have a god inside them.
I mean, the god is him
Weird
himself.
flex.
Ouch.
He's the god himself, he doesn't need one to be in him. Yeah, like Cisco mentioned, if you would like more of these high quality streams, we have a Tuesday and Sunday campaign, so tune into those. Before we jump back into the game, yeah, this is a new thing for Mo. We get gonna play a little game for a point of inspiration, where I will teach you a Dutch random word. Basically, we take a random English word from the dictionary, and you guys have to guess what the Dutch word is for that word. If you guys remember, I still have this random book that I once bought for some reason, and I'm going to roll this die to determine which page I will turn into. Page 35. That is the recipe of pot stickers.
Of what?
Yeah, Joey, explain this one. It's from your country.
Okay, wait, what was the word again? I'm trying to.
Pot stickers.
Hot stickers.
Wait, pot or hot stickers?
No.
Because there's pot stickers, which is like the Chinese food,
Yeah,
and then there's
There used to be a
hot
Chinese
stickers.
dumpling.
because they
It's
have
a
it in
dumpling,
they have it in
it's
Holland too.
basically,
It's
yeah.
a dumpling, yeah.
A dumpling. We use the same word, so I would just do the next page.
Wait, why did you say it was my
No.
country? I'm not in China.
Pierogi? I don't know. That's for a different country.
I'm supposed to be ignorant,
wait.
uncultured one here.
Hey,
Um,
I'm also here.
The next page is about dungeon grab sandwich, which kind of fits because we didn't do the word dungeon yet. So yeah, we will just use that word for this week's word. So yeah, Mo, since this is your first time, what do you think the Dutch word for?
doing?
Yeah, the Dutch word for dungeon. What do you think that is?
Oh, dungeon.
Oh, the Dutch word of dungeon. I'm supposed to know Dutch?
No, you have to
What?
randomly
No,
guess,
you're
and
supposed to
whoever
guess.
guesses the
Yeah.
closest gets the point of inspiration. Sometimes no one gets a
Yeah.
point of inspiration. Last week, Luke got the word correct by saying cock, so go ahead. It's it's an all-round
Yeah.
rumble, this.
Yeah.
I will give you a hint, it doesn't even remotely sound the same.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's bad.
It doesn't remote this. Does it sound? what
There's
does it
like
sound
one or
the
two
same
letters that are the same. Like, the rest is all random, so yeah. Just say what comes up in your mind.
Dutch word.
Unless someone else wants to prefer to go ahead.
Yeah,
then-
go for it. Someone, I need inspiration in my head.
I'll go.
Oh, I'm
I'll
not
go.
Sure.
Jail.
I mean, I'll
Chill.
do it.
I like it. Sure. Chill from Andy.
Oh.
Yeah. Joey, go ahead.
Dunheim or Dun something, just like done something. So I'm gonna say Dunheim.
I just said it doesn't just sound remotely close. You say Dunheim. I love it.
Yeah, you know what, Mark?
Sticking
I
close
don't
to home.
believe you. I
It
don't
might be the
believe you,
closest.
Mark.
Sure. Who else?
Masmer, I was thinking. Masmer.
Masmer. I like it. Sure.
Masmer. Yeah, with a E-E-T. I don't know.
You,
Masmer.
you sound like you're trying to say Matt Mercer, but having your stroke, which I guess would work.
You wish he had him in the dungeon.
What about Brechenkove?
Brechenkove. I like it. Sure.
That sounds cool.
I believe I still need Luke and Martin.
I'm just going to say Dark Hole.
Dark Hole. Sure. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh spell. Yeah.
Krika.
Interesting.
This is a tough one. I will say it's a tie between Cisco and Luke, so if I could hear both of you guys again.
Okay.
Boo.
Krika.
And I forgot what I said before.
It was Mesmer, I think, or Mes.
Like Masmora, so Masmor.
Yeah, Masmor.
Mesmer,
Mesmer,
yeah.
there you go.
With this, I will say, Luke, you once again did it.
Fuck yeah.
The Dutch word for dungeon is kelder.
Oh, fuck.
So you got
that's cool.
awfully close, actually.
I thought about Zelda at some. I was thinking it was between two
I was
Spanish
thinking,
words
like-
that sound similar.
I
Zelda.
was thinking like some like onomatopoeia, like what does a dungeon do? Like it'd probably creak, wouldn't it? I don't fucking know.
Creaker, yeah. I like it, sure. So with that, yeah, take the points of inspiration. Congrats.
Awesome.
Um,
Use those for nothing.
to use it
Oh.
immediately to critical hit again. Yeah.
Yes.
And then complain that you never have inspiration points in my campaign.
I have to.
I have none.
Oh, sorry, Mr.
I have
Order.
one for some reason.
Well,
Wait a second.
Use
Hot
mine.
kettle, Mark.
Am I still not allowed to get inspiration?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Wait, what? I don't
to
remember
be
that.
honest
remember
with you,
that.
Mo, he's getting inspiration our game, despite, so you should be allowed to get inspiration. Fuck you,
Shout out
Mark.
to him.
No, I remember that
Me
I
from
still have
getting
5 inspirations.
Yeah.
I remember that deal being made, that you are allowed to get inspirations, but I got 5 inspirations instead.
Okay.
That I still haven't
Oh,
used.
Okay.
I was waiting
enough.
for your return before to use them. Either way,
Okay.
with that out of the way, we're ready to jump back into the Eye of Observation. So, let's continue our story, eh? Previously, the crows battled with their most fierce enemy so far, a tentacle creature in a dark cave. They managed to strike it down, but at a heavy cost, as Will managed to die during this battle. After which, he met me for the first time. After that, it was out of my sight. All I remember is that they went back to their favorite place, the Dancing Kobold, where they once again met Jane, but also noticed that they lost Uncle Albatross. And that's where we left off. We're kind of happy in the Dancing Kobold, I guess, on the witness of Jane being there, unconscious on the floor.
Jane, I just take her kind of like
Oh my God.
on my arms. I carry her, no, because I found her outside
just-
when I was training.
Kai
Like
will look
the
at Will.
back
He must have heard
side,
that you
yeah.
passed away.
What? They're not soul bonded, Kai.
I don't know. They've been together for a long time. Maybe they have like
I-
a second,
Okay, wait. Okay, and then Will's is really so he just sees Jane's just like
I mean, is she
laying
okay?
there, like-
Someone should check her
okay,
out.
and Will's gonna immediately walk up to where Jane's at and try to do what he thinks is a pulse check with a medicine check to see if
When
she's
you-
actually dead.
When you reach to see a pulse check and you turn her face, like you accidentally just turn her head just
Mhm.
tilts, you realize first thing you notice that her prosthetics have kind of melded into her skin, and you begin to see like it being infused to her skin and her face as well, and reaching up to her eye.
Cybernetics.
Oh, darling, what happened to you? Oh no. And then he's still gonna proceed with that anyway, knowing
You don't
that.
even know what you're doing. Let me help you. I'll give you advantage of the medicine check.
Yeah, if Mark will allow me to have advantage on this.
You need to do it like this. Just put her hand here and just try to concentrate and listen. And
Oh
yeah.
my god, you're both fucking idiots. Just do it.
You are dead. You don't know if these people have. You forgot what a pulse feels like.
That's a dirty 20.
She's definitely alive, but you notice that that she's been banged up. Like she's got bruises across her face, and not typical after a very a fight or anything like that. So you know she's recently been in some sort of ruckus, but she's alive.
Okay, there's a pulse and there's a bit of breathing. Whew. Okay, thank you, Sil, for that. I'm gonna try something real quick, and I'm
Alright,
gonna
maybe.
I'm gonna cast a healing word as a first level spell just to test out the new healing, which you get 11.
You can do that. Why don't you do it on yourself? I've never seen you healing yourself.
I am too busy trying to keep myself alive.
What is this healing? Why is it so much? What's going on?
It's just healing word. Yeah, it's a 2d4 plus 5.
Because we use
Level
the
two.
new.
Yeah, the new
how you
rolls
doing?
increase it instead of a 1d4. It's a 2d4
Wait,
now.
are we using it in this game?
Sure,
I
why
thought
not?
We were.
Just change it, it's fine. From now on.
I'll be right
sure.
back.
Seriously, Mark,
High
go
quality
ahead,
stream
edit
once
your
again,
own
everyone.
spells.
But I do a lot of healing, so
I know.
if you're going to double it, I'm not going to say no, but it's going to be a lot.
You see her eyes starting to kind of stir open.
Welcome back, darling.
And she
Oh.
scurries
Ah.
back in fear
Oh,
at first.
Lady
Oh,
Jane,
easy. Whoa.
She raises her fist instinctively, as you know. She's
And
done all
I'll
the time.
just, I'll just okay.
Jane, you are alive. You okay?
Darling.
How did I get here?
Uh,
I found you outside,
yeah.
laid down on the grass. I'm not sure how you got there. God, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's here.
I'm sorry.
I'll
Yeah,
grab.
And I'll pull out like you'll see Will. You'll think at first he pulls out like he puts aside one flask and then he'll pull out like a water skin and he'll just give it. Do you need some water, darling?
No, no
Okay.
water for me. I'm good.
Look, Henry's here.
Henry's not here. He's still dying in the toilet. He's never come
Oh,
out.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess
well-
that will be the moment that we realized Henry is not here.
Yeah, he's been
And
there.
I'll be like, I
Wait,
better check
hold on.
Henry.
Where am I? Where are we? How did
Oh,
I
this
get
is my
here?
uncle's bar, the Dancing Kobold.
Oh
I
yeah,
told you about my uncle, darling.
right.
Do you
Right.
know who we are? Do you remember us?
Of course, I remember you saw.
Oh, thanks God for that.
So
I'm
you
just a
don't.
little confused how I got here. It's like my memory kind of lapsed a little bit.
What is the last
last
thing you
thing that-
remember?
Well, definitely there was. I was getting my. Well, I went to Gyro. Well, looking for him again. It took me a while. And when I got
we
to him,
spoke to him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Didn't mention you at all.
to get to him, yeah.
I don't know. Perhaps. Well,
Is he
I
the
went to-
one? Oh, go on.
Now, sorry, what was that, Will? What were you gonna say?
Is he what did all of this to you? Because it's even different than before.
What do you mean
Howard.
did what to me?
Well, I mean, Darling, you used to be attached with just hook. You take it off. It's literally mixed into you. Like it's literally melted in.
What do you? What? Wait. What is this?
Yeah, darling, you see what I mean?
What's going?
Yes, you look slightly
okay.
different, Jane. I'm not sure.
Where's the
You see
mirror?
it?
I'll go rush into the
darling,
toilet.
I have a
okay.
mirror on me, 100%.
I mean, it's up
You'll,
to
you'll,
her.
you'll
She might
see,
just
you'll,
walk
see
out.
you'll see Henry by a toilet bowl quietly snoring. If you're paying
I'll look-
attention.
I'll go in, not paying attention, and just look at myself in the mirror, and just be shocked, and then confusion on her face. Is Gyro okay? I don't know. I was with Gyro and he said that he was.
Head downstairs. Darling, all right. Look, it's still decent look on you, darling. I mean, granted, it's a little. At least you don't have to worry about taking it off and putting it back on.
He turns to look at Will, and she just looks a little annoyed at what you just said. For some odd reason.
Yeah,
And then she
that's
just.
fair, darling.
Oh my God, my head.
Oh yeah, Dr. Jones, you should probably
Oh,
and he'll just pull out the water skin. You're gonna need that more than
yes,
I do.
please.
You're not used to the migraines.
He tried drinking like you for an entire night. It just about killed him.
No, yeah.
Jane, you're here.
He looks down to Henry.
He gets up, so he's not on the floor anymore.
And then he'll do a presentation.
Thank you.
Dr. Jones.
That's Jane. Is that you? You've
She
had
looks
some work
at
done.
him up and down for a moment, and then Henry, what were you doing in the toilet?
I'm very hungover.
All right.
I tried drinking like Mr. Albatross for an evening, and I'm regretting that now. And what is all biomechanical?
I don't know. I
Hold
couldn't
on.
feel it, but now when I see it, I feel this sensation tingling all across my face and my neck and
Jane,
my.
Jane, would you allow me to inspect that, please?
No,
Very well.
I don't want any one of you to touch me.
I wasn't going to touch. It's magical artifice, not my field.
Well,
But I can
last
still.
time we saw Dr. Gyro, darling, he was doing okay. You know, he was holding up pretty well. A little bit weird and shady, but actually, player
what did he
Joey
say to
speaking.
you?
Player Joey speaking. We spoke to him here, like at the Empire, right in like the palace, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like, this is
So
player
it's-
Joey here trying to
been a while.
remember. Yeah. I mean, well, Dr. Gyro, he didn't really say much. We tried to get him to help us out with the favor, and it turns out he was involved in a lot of shady stuff with these obelisk stones, and yeah, darling, it wasn't terrible terms, but it wasn't the best terms. I mean, we could probably try again at some point to go see him, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I was attacked. We all were attacked. When I met up with Gyro, he put me in some sort of some status, some feeling between life and death itself, and he told me he's going to fix me, but this is not fixing me. It's done something to me.
Not okay, really.
No, that doesn't. So
Tough guy.
you're saying, darling, you could feel your arm now? Is what you're telling me? You could feel all across your face now?
It's I can't
Alright, you know-
explain it. It's
All right, darling. You know what? Let's go out here to the general area, and he'll pull out a chair. You can sit down here. I'll make you some eggs.
I don't want
then-
anything, Will. Can you
Make a
please
mistake?
stop telling me anything? I don't want anything. I don't want anyone to touch me. I don't want anyone
All right, darling.
speaking about me. What happened with you all? Why
my
where
God.
you been all up to?
I mean,
Well,
God.
we've gotten all of the room-bound items that we could, barring 2.
Yeah, actually.
So
We got a new
basically done
place.
all the
We got the
work.
crow's nest. Yeah, we got a new hangout. You know, we could take you there, and you can see the rune items, and it's a nice little place in the sky. You don't seem amused.
Malcolm and I get on really well now. I look at Malcolm.
Yeah, take me to this crow's nest. Is
All
that what
right,
it's called?
yeah. You know, give me 1 second. Let me just check. Player Joey's checking the hat.
Should
yeah, I have
we-
the full charges.
Should we
nest,
first
yeah.
figure out where your uncle is before we go teleporting and gallivanting?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Jane, did you see
Oh.
a large portly fella, bearded? You know, tends to have a nice charm about him. He's my uncle. I don't. Actually, you know him. What am I saying?
I was unconscious. Will,
I mean,
I
before
didn't
that
see
one.
anyone.
Okay.
I wasn't
Did
here
you-
before that.
Did you drop it? Do you know if you've dropped it? You know, screw this. Malcolm's gonna go look outside where
Yeah,
Sol came
probably a
running
good
in.
idea. Yeah, probably a good idea. Well,
Scout the
all right,
area.
and I'll just try taking a look a bit more behind the counter. I'll go here, and then I assume there's like a back room next to the bar. Maybe not.
Yeah,
I don't know
we're
if I'm
looking for
there.
your uncle as well, actually. He's disappeared too. We forgot. Just
One thing you'll mostly notice from the search. Oh fuck, I forgot. I'm streaming. I've been changing maps and such. You can see that on stream. Whoops.
So everybody's been staring. What has everybody been staring at? 'Cause I thought-
Everyone stares at my confusing mess of what I call my folders of my D&D campaign.
Oh my god.
Whoops. Yep.
I mean, there might
Everybody.
I just noticed. Oh yeah, fuck. You guys are staring at random crap. Yeah, what you notice is that you obviously found not Jane. You didn't find her outside, but inside. Like you have this back room, of course, of the bar where your Uncle Barry keeps all of his stuff and such.
Mhm.
That's where you found Jane. What you will notice is that every door seems to be locked. That goes to the outside. You have like the back door from where you found Jane and the
Yeah,
front door.
I'm-
They're both locked.
Yeah, I'm a rogue. I
just.
don't let that stop me.
Yeah, he's gonna pick locks. Meanwhile, Rose was like, his foot's on the door.
Will, that's a push door.
Oh.
Oh no, now it's not locked anymore. Now you push it the right correction. It's actually no.
Yeah.
It's
I was about to say. I mean, either way, it's just like, huh? I guess that's weird.
While this is happening, I'll stand there, and then I'll spot Kai, and then I'll just look away from Kai, and you notice that it's like she's trying to piece things in her head together. Trying to figure out what's kind of going on and how she's getting it. She's a bit anxious and she's very like worried. She doesn't know. She doesn't like the idea of having gaps in her memory.
Well, darling, I tried opening the doors, but apparently they're locked. So, anyway, besides the crow's nest, we also,
we have a specialist on opening doors here. So, Malcolm.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, Emperor, not exactly the most trustworthy individual, but he did help us against Mephistopheles. So now that's a bit strange. Also, Mephistopheles tried to kill us again.
You killed Mephistopheles?
We didn't. The Emperor did.
Tried to.
Yeah, I don't think you.
Yeah, he didn't kill him yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But we have a current, rough draft of a thing for the Emperor, so hopefully we'll be able to deal with that, and then the whole Mephistopheles mess afterward.
I'm gonna start fiddling with lots, mainly just see like what's going on.
While you're doing that, Mark,
Mhm.
could I try and recall anything? I mean, obviously, artifice is not something Henry's ever studied, but could he try and recall any little bits he's known from people and he's spoken to about what exactly has happened from this prosthetic that could be physically removed and reattached to this melding?
Sure. Make a teeny. I don't know. Arcana, I guess, is the most logical one. Maybe with disadvantage for the handover. I already rolled 40 enough.
Restore balance.
Sure.
It's a 20 anyway.
It's a 20
so...
anyway.
Oh, alright, never mind. I'm saving my restore balance. Take the 20.
So he's not gone near Jane since she doesn't want anyone near her. So he's just sort of he's from a distance. He is looking at the prosthetics, but also just sort of thinking to himself and turning away occasionally.
Like the prosthetic, clockwork prosthetic, steampunk-ish. They are kind of new. There's not really that much, known about it yet because, well, it's still kind of mostly under construction. You don't really see it being used that much. Only like very rare individuals like Jane has them. Most of them, have a good reason to have them. For example, Jane, she knew Cairo, who kind of, invented these things. But merging with your skin and such, something else has to be going on.
This is far beyond anything that Henry is aware of that currently being practiced.
It's kind of like the same logic behind Will's magical power. It doesn't really make any sense so far. Like there's something, an unknown factors at play, but whatever it is, could be many things. Maybe it's the gold particle that's inside of Jane, or maybe something completely different.
Yeah, but right. Well, I've tried looking around, and he doesn't seem to be in the building. Malcolm, any luck on those locks?
Give me a minute, and what do I need to roll? Sleight of hand?
You can just open them. I assume
Okay.
they're not high tier quality locks.
Yeah.
Like you just put your
just...
lockpick in, and it just opens automatically almost. So that's how cheap these doors are.
Yeah.
Yeah, in hindsight, we should really invest in more security on the doors.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, obviously we're not locked in, so there's no issue there. I'll try and go back to where come to the backyard where
Soul found Jane.
Yeah, and see if there's anything around there or anything like that.
Like everything seems exactly as like the last time you've been there. There's nothing unique. You don't even have to roll for this. There's this, like if you just look around closely, there's nothing suspicious beside the unconscious Jane that was sleeping somewhere in a haystack or something.
Yeah, there's not really much of like actual worry here. So I think wherever your uncle is, I deeply don't care.
That is a bit of a concern. I mean, he lives here, so it'd be kind of weird of him to leave.
Do you just want to check his room? I can break in. Easily. Easily as it seems.
I mean, I always thought I checked the rooms upstairs, but I think I'll just go back upstairs, and I guess if there is a specific room for him, and then he'll try opening that door.
It's open, so you can just go through it.
Yep. I'll be like, Uncle!
As you enter, make a history check.
Okay. History. Damn it! It was right on the 18. It was right on it. Anyway, that's a 9. I'm just gonna take the 9. Just take it as it is.
Got it. You don't really get anything from the history check, but the room seems to be completely normal, just a bit messy, but that's what you're used of your uncle. A few noticeable things that you will notice in his room is that at one of his drawers, like right next to his bed, you do see this like little pouch, this pinkish pouch. It looks pretty old, and there's a lot of money in it, so it is probably what he used as his wallet. It's still there, so it's not.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Having a lot of money will get you stabbed, but even then, he usually keeps it somewhere where he knows where it's at. Kind of weird. And then I'll just take a drawer and just put it in there.
While everyone's doing this, can I ritual cast Detect Magic? I'm assuming this is all taking about 10 minutes-ish, or would it be happy with that? Or?
With everything going on. With your hand over, it will take 13 minutes.
Add condition hung the fuck over. I don't think we have that.
Slightly poisoned, that's what it is.
Slightly poisoned.
Just slightly. Doesn't really do anything, but it's always there. Also make an investigation check with the Detect Magic.
What am I investigating?
Magic.
Kind of. It's just more of if you notice something or not.
Sure. 24.
That will be enough. As you cast Detect Magic, do you even try to look at Jane's direction, or where you're like, oh no, she really didn't want anything?
He should not be touched. He's giving her a respectable distance, but it's gonna ping if something goes off. Because I was gonna ask later on, could I do Detect Magic on this? But I was gonna give it some later. This is just in general, but sure.
Like, sure, yes, you're going to look at Jane, or no, I'm not going to.
Yeah. If something pings, you'll go, because it's within 30 feet.
The same thing that you detected with Will when he passed away, and every Roombound item, and everything that has to do with the unknown, arcane part of what you consider as the true god of the universe. That kind of vibe you get from it, but it's different a bit.
Not that he knows. It's like the primal source of magic is what he's been calling it, because he doesn't know what else to call it.
Yeah. It's like you have never had Coca-Cola or Pepsi before, but now you drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi. You taste the difference, but it's the same stuff. That's what you quickly glance from Jane. Something else that you notice is these very, very tiny particles on the floor. These have very taints pieces of magic on them. Give me 1 second to make sure it's the right one. Of conjuration magic. They are like the tiniest pieces of fragments that you know about. Make a history check as well. Why not?
Of course.
This is only at the moment. Is only Henry there, right?
Yeah, he's the only one that
He's not told
sees
anyone what
these
he's
things,
doing. He's just gonna sit and going, this is interesting. It's like he's on puzzle solving mode. 28.
With this, you recognize what this is. At the university where you've studied, And in similar types of rooms where they practice getting better at magic and such, they use these type of particles to make casting easier for newcomers.
Normally used to make casting easier for novices.
Yeah, like for example, canon-wise for the D&D universe, of course, you're not gonna be like waking up after you're slaying a monster. Oh, I can teleport now. It's no, of course you have to practice it.
You're
Like
not.
Yeah, imagine like you.
unless you're born special.
Yes.
I mean, we use special herbs, but I mean, it's probably the same.
For you just smoke a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Holy shit! I can summon an elephant." You know, it's
I
different.
could become, I could become the elephant.
Holy
Yes.
shit!
Whenever-
Watch this.
Whenever a druid summons animals, it's just them going ah, and they all just come running.
I'm
It's
sorry, Mark, for interrupting. I just thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like being a druid is like being a Florida man, but except for the magical stuff, right? It's
Depends how much bath salts they've just ingested. But
Yeah.
anyway, so
yeah. Carry on.
and he does his detect magic. It goes off. He gets that from Jane. Makes a mental note that that's very similar to what we experienced with Will and the Prime God's magic power. And then he notices these conjuration particles. So are these particles specifically conjuration magic, or is it just like a general
like
thing
for
that were
actually-
used for?
Every school of magic, for example,
Right, so it's
yeah,
been specifically the stuff to help with conjuration wizards
yes, that makes
practice
it
their craft.
easier. Basically, it fills the air more with the type of weave that you need in order to cast it. Let's say it like that.
Got you. So he crouches down on the floor. He's sort of inspecting it. Is this something you can touch?
It's kind of like dust, like glitter dust, but it's very There's very, very faint pieces of them on the floor. It's not like you can, look at this. It's more of a,
He
there's,
detect magic, man. He could pick it up.
yeah, you
so,
can
yeah.
just bear literally, because that's why you rolled the investigation to, in order for you to even see it at that point. Because it's that indistinguishable, small, and almost unnoticeable for every other creature in the universe, almost.
Everybody, listen. You'll take if you can take a little pinch of it. This is used for assisting novice wizards with practicing their craft, and it is here. Conjuration specifically has been used here. I do not know what for. Additionally, Jane,
Something's
your
been
new-
conjured.
exactly, Jane, your new prosthetics, whatever they are, comes from the same source as another magical power we've since encountered. Something
What is
something incredibly potent. You were here with everyone learning about the Prime God, the last one.
Yeah. They all.
After an incident with Mr. Albatross yesterday, the power
Right.
used for you, Will, very similar to what I'm picking up from Jane's prosthetics.
I see.
Huh.
Like, you might have been blessed, Jane. Do you remember anything really about how you got the prosthetics?
So, if I were to remember, I wouldn't be asking questions and being so confused.
If your memory is spotty, when you're prepared, I might be able to assist with recovering that. But that'll be for another time.
Speaking of though, if we're and I'll start taking shit out and
Actually, darling, I have an idea, but I don't know if this is gonna work. But what I was gonna do was I have greater restoration.
Oh.
Mark,
That-
Ooh.
I'm having a flashback
not.
here.
Okay.
Dum, dum, dum.
You don't think it's gonna help, darling?
I don't know what is it meant to do. Well, how is it supposed to help me?
Oh wait,
What's your thought?
I think it would restore memories because if somebody did a modified memory on you, maybe it would make it come back. Although I would need Diamond Dust, actually.
You know what? It seems like you're all kind of focused on me and you want to try something on me. Go ahead.
Okay, darling. I'm just gonna give you a light touch, and Will's gonna get out 100 gold pieces. I'm hoping that's enough to appease the spell, and
Yeah, that should be enough. It's 100 gold.
yeah,
It's
and then
diamond, though, right?
Diamond Dust, yeah, but I'm gonna use Greater Restoration on Jane. I'm gonna cast it, so he'll just lightly tap Jane on the shoulder. But just
Well, that's more elegant than my idea.
because Will's thinking if there's a modified memory spell that happened, then maybe this would be good.
Are you okay, Mark? For me to
Do your thing.
What do you say? You touch your shoulder? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You touch your shoulder. The spell kind of goes off, and you within the kind of golden flecks of your magic. You're looking at her in the eye, and you see. It's only you see this. Just for a moment, you see her eyes. What's the opposite of dilate? Expand?
Constrict.
Constrict.
Yeah.
Is it constrict? Is when it goes big?
When it goes smaller. So dilates when it goes bigger.
And then... Oh, right. So her eyes dilate for just like a moment, and then they kind of fade back, and then to look at you, and you think it's because of the kind of the magic kind of around you.
Well, darling, do you feel any different? Your eyes kind of move, so my magic did something.
And you see,
No?
you see a little tear just falling down her eyes, and then she just goes, "No, nothing. So, I mean, well, nothing happened. I can't remember anything. I think I was just knocked out or passed out. I don't know by what or who."
All right, darling, that's okay. We'll, figure this out.
You think maybe we was the Cabal?
Maybe,
Shall we focus on Derry's disappearance instead? Jane has made it quite clear she's not like this.
That's fair. And
Yeah, let's
feels-
focus on something else.
It
The
just
truth
feels
is,
just quickly before we move on to something else. I'm sorry for this, Jane, but based on how you're reacting, I assume potentially you were in a place where lots of people were giving you some kind of experimental treatment, and I guess there was a lot of people all the time kind of touching you and doing modifications to you. I mean, this is just a guess, just based on how you're acting. But don't worry, whenever...
The last thing I remember was Gyro with me. He told me he's gonna be alright. And that's it. I woke up.
I mean, you are here now. We got you. We are always here for you. So the team is complete. We'll forget about it. Let's just pretend you've always been here, and we'll keep you up to date as things go.
Sure.
We are so happy.
Before anything else, though, take one of these, and out of the bag of holding, Malcolm will take out the Juggernaut, the Umbral Fangs, and Whisperwind, as well as a weird sort of device that he found. This may help your head, and he'll throw you the Wheel of Stars, which is a magical item that can give you a +1 to your Wisdom saves.
Okay. Whatever those other 3 items were, just drop it in the general chat.
Yeah.
So I can. Yeah,
That's
I
a
can
shit
help
ton
them
of
through it.
reading already. Good luck.
So
They're
Just drop them
in.
in there.
You can. They're on the homebrew thing, but you can just add them.
oh, they're in here already.
Yeah,
Just
I've
drop
made
in the
them.
name. Drop in the names
Yeah.
then, and then I'll look at it. Yeah. Great.
I'm looking
All right.
back.
So where are these? Is the crow nest?
Crows.
The crow's nest, but before we leave,
we
the fact
need to
that we
figure
haven't
out-
found them.
What's happened to your uncle? We can't leave anyway. Who's gonna run this place if we leave?
I mean, a lot of the patrons here that come in are regulars. They tend to,
What do you mean?
Surprising.
You know, they're just gonna serve themselves and pay? Come on, we'll have to get someone at least,
I mean,
or close today.
well, yeah, and then we'll
I
go
mean,
to
it's
the
your
bar
family,
and pull out,
pop.
and we'll literally pull out like in the bottom, like there's a open and close, like one of those old-fashioned open and close signs,
Oh
and
yeah.
then you'll just put that right on the front door, have it be facing closed. There we go.
While my detect magic is still going off, Henry's going to inspect the rest of the building while they're discussing this.
Yeah, I want to actually go around without detect magic, just kind of going through windows on the top floor or anything that looks like someone could have broken in on some kind of way. Not magically, obviously, but the other ways, traditional ways.
Sure.
Well, help me out then, yeah.
Or everyone makes an investigation check too.
Sure.
I'll do that, but just general. Oh fuck! I rolled shit. Malcolm isn't caring. He's more focusing on like the little particles that Henry noticed and said, if it summoned something and somebody's disappeared, because this has been like maybe a teleportation or a portal or a gateway.
I didn't know you knew so much magic, but it's good.
I'm a
You're
quick
learning, Malcolm.
study.
No, it's more of a. Let's be honest. It's observation, conjuration can relate to all those things. Saul.
Yeah, no. Cool.
I can't see shit, Captain.
Basically, I thought arcane gate. He just made a door and went
Yeah,
away.
but I also rolled a natural one, so
Yeah.
Oh.
That you say
I
the
rolled
sun,
one.
the
Keeping
sun
record,
just
or
came
you-
up,
someone's
and
perfect.
it's so bright that you're like, oh no, no.
yeah,
no.
I'm still Henry's still very hungover. He's
I
trying.
gotta,
Are we still keeping tracks on natural ones and 20s?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I fuck. Yeah, that's my job still as well.
Yeah.
It's only the first one, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's only
it's
been
only
the
one.
first
Yeah,
one
it's
so
the
far,
first
yeah.
one today. Yeah.
Yep.
And I got a 26 though, so I think that's the
I
highest
got a
one. So
19 after that.
Just move things a bit quick. Saul, what you will notice from like inspecting windows and such things like that. These windows can only kind of get closed if you're in the inside, and all of them seem to be locked secure, no damage on them whatsoever. So there's
Oh, that's good.
there's literally from everything you have been detecting no sign of a breaking, or if there was, it must have been like a level 20 rogue or something. Will, it kind of makes sense for you to roll on high investigation because your uncle probably taught you, most of your con artist kind of stuff. So probably also like I always keep my things here or there, so you kind of know where to look within his bar to find his personal stuff. Probably the most important thing that you will find is somewhere near the cash register or something like that.
Mhm.
You find his keys to this place.
that. Okay, something's happened to my uncle. If you leave your keys, you might as well leave your knees, as he used to say. Okay, that.
If
Rule
I,
43.
Okay, no.
Well, we've just made a connection. If I've just been brought back here for some odd reason, and your uncle's missing, then that must mean that both things are connected somehow.
I agree, darling. I'm just trying to figure out how to proceed from here. But
There's no violence, there's no blood, so we can't assume he's dead.
How does stealing Will's uncle affect us at all?
I mean, excuse you. You know, he's my uncle. You know, he's giving us a place to sleep.
No,
For
it's just
free.
realistically we are stronger as a unit with more forces, and they've taken our bar staff.
Malcolm,
is
leverage.
Is your uncle magically inclined, or is he got any reason like you? Do you think he's got a blessing that you are not aware of, or something?
No.
Gentlemen, I think you're overlooking the obvious. Someone has taken his uncle. They now could get Mr. Albatross to do things he doesn't wish to do.
Yeah. So why
Because
would
we
they
found
just
him.
take it and not make it obvious that they have him? I mean, I see your point, but I don't see why they will just take him without saying anything. If I was going to do extortion someone, I will make sure that they know that that person has been kidnapped.
What makes you think they'll not inform us soon?
Also,
okay. First things first. Will's gonna take the keys. When we find him, he's gonna need these back. Yeah.
right, well,
Okay.
let's lock up and start, like,
Alright.
doing something about it then.
Not saying you're
And
wrong,
then-
Henry. No, with the bar.
And then Will is after he's sure that everyone's basically looked around. Will's gonna go outside with the group, lock the doors to the bar, the back door, side doors, front door. There's a lot of really weird doors here. I should maybe a walkway. Anyway, that's for later. Huh. Okay, so now,
Just cover my camera.
do you guys think that Dr. Gyro will still be at the palace? Maybe. I mean,
That may be the
Yeah.
best option to figure out what the fuck's happened to this one.
I agree.
Should we not look to that later?
Well, because if she was with Dr. Gyro, maybe Dr. Gyro saw something, supposedly.
You don't need to worry about me. Is there anything pressing at the moment?
Yeah, let's forget that. We will figure that out when the time comes. Let's focus on your uncle. Is there something else we can do?
Well, we have that dust that's used to help with novice wizards cast spells. Perhaps we could locate where it came from. Would Henry know where this stuff can be found, and then we can sort of start there?
You only used this stuff once, and that was when you were studying in the University of Occultation.
Mhm.
That's the only time you've ever, used this stuff, but sure. That's how you remembered. Oh yeah, this is
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
The University of Occultation, then.
Oh,
I suggest University of Occultation. That is where you would get this material from, and Henry will have gathered up some of it,
Mm.
sort of stockered it somewhere. Shall we?
Right. Let's go to school then.
Yeah.
Is
Isn't that
anybody
really-
able to send a message to him, like a sending? No, to your
No,
uncle.
to my uncle, actually. Mark, did we ever establish how sending stones work, whether it's to a particular stone or whether all stones could sort of call each other if
Yeah,
they
no, it's
want?
just a mobile phone. That's how we used it.
Okay, because Will has two of them. He has two sending stones that he just has.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, well, he'll just pull out one. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And then he'll just pull out the other sending stone, the enhanced one, and I guess he'll just try seeing if he can connect to his uncle. It looks like a flip phone.
And literally just a stone that you clap and...
Yeah. It's just like.
Oh, is that a black goodberry? That's cool.
Yeah, Yeah.
No, that's just goodberry juice.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Something to do while calling.
just to get that quick bit of juice.
That's one of your boards. You have 24 words left.
While they're all doing that, I think Malcolm's going to take the time to think, okay, stealth mission. He'll unattune from the Gale Spike and then pull out the Whisperwing dagger, the daggers, whose name I remember. The Umbral Fangs. He's going to take those ready and be like, stealth mission.
The sending stone doesn't seem to go anywhere. It's just kind of like beep, 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 beep.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay. Let me try a different number just to test call it, and then I'll try test calling Kai, who's right there. But it's like, all right, Kai, can you hear this? Hello.
Like I like echo, like it's coming from the.
Hello.
If I'd known this would happen, I would have prepared sending.
I mean, yeah, that's weird that I still can't contact him though.
I'm not on mute, sorry.
Hmm. Huh.
Maybe somewhere that he cannot be reached. Or
Yeah, but there's not a lot of places I can do that outside of the only other place I could think of would be if we go to the temple, the Raven asking there.
I remember my mother telling me that stories on the Feywild and different planes of existence, and I'm not sure whether sending works in that way. If he was in a different plane, will it worked? Maybe he's been taken to some kind of place, really.
I think it would be
You
more
can-
if he's
you
like in a
can- you
prison,
can-
maybe.
You can send the spell to other planes of existence. There's a small chance it doesn't work, but it's
Oh,
mostly
okay.
quite reliable.
All right,
Hmm.
so maybe there is whoever is taking prison him has some magic protection to stop him
wait.
communicating.
Wait. Okay. Dr. Jones, you said that the magic that was involved in my incident was also with Jane, correct?
Correct.
Okay. We know that from this sending stone, we can assume that he's in a place where it's really hard to reach somebody, correct?
Yes.
I have a bit of a morbid idea. So, do you still have that coffin?
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, you mean the
Okay.
one that we put Jay Feather's
Well, the one that,
Bless his soul.
we...
corpse? Yeah.
I highly doubt it, but the one where we used to send stuff to Zipper, where he would just take stuff,
Yeah.
remember?
Well, yeah. You mean steal it from it? Yeah, sure.
I mean, basically, yeah, but
yes.
I don't see how, but...
Do you need it now? I can
I
conjure it.
mean, if you don't mind, because I was gonna...
Of course. I will kind of like look into my memory arc to see in my mind what is the fucking word.
You
I know it's
use-
my
you
mother's
use
name.
your
I think
mother's
was your
name,
mom.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know what's my okay. Perfect. This is his call story. This is not. He knows his fucking mother name. Sorry for the swearing.
Does he?
Uh,
Really?
Yeah, he will
I
just
don't know.
kind of like think for a second, and he will say, in an ominous voice,
Kitiara.
"Calavera, Lumen,
No.
Twig," and then this kind of like wardrobe like box will appear with kind of like now it's looking a bit mossy and more tenderly, like almost like the
Yeah.
Feywild has been affecting it.
So don't you clean this thing? It's presentation.
Oh, please don't clean it. That's moss from the.
Well,
I planted that.
So that is not appropriate. And then Will's just gonna open
Don't
the
you collect
thing.
moss and lichens? I mean, come
Yeah,
on, just stop
and
it.
then Will's just gonna open it. Uncle! Well, and he's gonna try kind of shouting into it.
Shockingly
get
enough,
inside.
he's not in there.
Oh, damn. Zipper! You there? No.
It's a
Kitiara,
bot as well.
do you want to have a look to see if there is someone inside? Kitiara,
I was-
horrified, looks at me, I guess.
On one hand, it would be dangerous to go in there to see if I could talk to Zipper, but on the other hand...
There's a
I
box
would
well.
I'd like to point out we already have a tangible lead. Let's
Yes.
check this first rather than jumping into the murder box.
I mean, we could
Yeah, fair
put
point.
your dreadfully homophobic cat there.
What? Oh, I get the references, go. I got it.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
familiar. I
Yeah.
mean,
I would
So anyway,
no.
anyway,
Evie
alright, so,
was her name, right?
so
Evie.
let's see.
And no,
Well,
she will not be doing that. I do not cast her life aside as quickly as you do your own.
I mean, she's a spirit. She's,
Malcolm will pick up Kai and start walking to the university.
we're in
Yeah.
teleportation, right? So we could just walk there instead of me having to use the teleportation charge.
You can
Wait,
still
I
use
don't
your
know, I think
teleportation
I
charge.
think we should teleport there, don't you think, Joey?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
It's only an hour walk. Let's just teleport.
We're gonna walk.
I-
That's
you know,
lame.
We'll get our cardio in, you know?
That's-
It's funny because
But,
you've like teleported like 3 or 4 times already to the place that we were kind of next door to already. So that's
Yeah.
why.
So we walk to the university with to try and find out who might have taken this dust or powder or whatever we call it.
Sure. A lovely hour-long walk. I just placed the university somewhere over here. This building right here, or this IA
That
generated
junk,
of junk, like kind of close to the palace. Let's just add a Trinity Bob Univer. Oh great, it's in white. Fuck, wrong tab.
You having a good time there?
Oh no.
White, new, boom, yay. I have a reference point for next time.
Yay!
Thank you.
I believe most of you have been here already. For the
I
big
believe we've
open
all been
plaza.
here.
I believe
Yeah.
so, when with Mr. Gilward and such in the
Yeah.
advantage. Sure. Well, Henry, you kind of know where like the
Yeah, he knows
practice
his
for
place, yeah.
physical magical attitudes, and as an old student, some of the teachers will even maybe reach you or whatever. But you know the location where you have to go through. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
The Department of Conjuration specifically, unless there's like a specific place where they get this powder from.
yeah, you have like the practice area for practicing heavy duty
Mm-hmm.
spells. That's probably where they will keep this kind of stuff in lockdown and such. So that's where you are
Mm.
all headed. Unless you want to go somewhere else.
No. It's conjuration magic, and so Department of Conjuration in the university is where Henry would feel that we should go first, straight to
course.
the potential source.
Let's just say that there isn't any class or anything right now, so it's not filled with students. At the moment, there's only like a person behind a desk and a janitor cleaning up some stuff. There's I'm sorry, but area's closed for the moment.
I hold up our badges. We're quite high up. Let us in.
For what business?
I'll produce
So
the
we're
my
doing an
business.
investigation into a kidnapping.
Yeah,
Yeah, Empire business.
restricted to your level, I'll say.
My level is I'm even allowed the Emperor to not allowed to enter this door if I like to, so I need a
Well,
bit of a
look-
better story.
Well, look, my point is that there's been someone who's been abducted. There's been some magical dust of conjuration that supposedly helps novices cast their spells easier, and we were hoping to ask some questions.
Sure. There isn't any professor or anything that knows a lot about this stuff right now. I can ask around if one of them has time to join us for a moment, if you prefer that.
That
you-
would be great. Actually,
Are-
Mark,
you
what was the
aware-
name of that one professor? Will would know this. That's why I need help. The one that we helped with the tree bark. The one that we got her. What's her name?
If you give you
I-
a million years, I wouldn't know.
I don't, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Will just say, "Oh, that professor." If also while you're at it, if we could find out if she's also here today to see how that research is going, it's a side business that's separate from this. But
Yeah,
Sure.
you wanted to say something, Kai?
Yeah, small one.
Just to see if there has been like any thefts of this dust, any thefts in the university, maybe.
Okay, that's a good.
I would just ask
point.
around for a moment to give me a moment, and she will get her cell phone. It's a better version of yours, Joey.
yeah,
She also
Yeah,
has
you
good berry
guys see
stuff
it.
on it. She licks it first, of course.
yeah. You see, oh, you got
It's
the
very
cherry
normal.
one. You got the cherry. You see, this one is just a raspberry. Oh,
There's nothing worse than cherry flavored products.
Cherry flavored rock. That's amazing.
Okay, but
You
have you
just-
ever had
you
like
sip on it.
medicinal cherry, like a cherry like medicine?
I mean,
Dreadful.
Just medicine in general is weird, man.
Yeah, but cherry.
Would you prefer banana medicine
doesn't like-
instead?
Malcolm doesn't
That's-
like
that's
cherry.
worse.
That's the new canon.
Banana's worse.
No,
Um,
speaking of that, Malcolm will say, I actually used to love cherry, Will, but now they just remind me of Death and Decay, and I'll throw some random fruit across the room.
No, I mean there's the raspberry version.
I mean,
And the
everything
blueberry.
reminds you of Death and Decay, right?
Yes, this is irritating.
Sorry for that, Malcolm.
After a few minutes, a desk person will return. There's a professor of conservation magic heading this way, actually the head of the department.
Oh, perfect.
But whatever the person name was that you just mentioned,
Yes.
well,
Dr.
she-
Barker.
Yeah,
Is it-
it's
is it-
Dr. Barker.
Is that- wait, is that-
I
is that-
remember now.
look it up.
It's Dr. Barker. I remember. Yeah, I believe that's the name.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
because we were looking for Bark.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that
Professor
That deserves
Barker.
an inspiration, I'd say.
Yeah,
It kind of does actually.
like either Marty, you have a gigantic memory, or you just keep notes
No.
of everything.
I have
Someone took
notes.
notes.
Sure, but yeah, take the point of his phrase. That was kind of clutch. But Dr. Barker, she hasn't come in office for the next 2 weeks. No
That's
idea
fine.
where she went. She didn't
That's
leave like
separate
absence or
business.
whatever. She just kind of.
Hmm.
I guess it's another investigation for another day. But Yeah,
Who
just
the-
wait,
Who the head of the conjuration department is?
poof. Clever name. Okay, we can make another game out of this. Whoever creates the most creative name for this professor gets a point of inspiration.
To be honest,
Uh,
I thought you.
Dr.
Uh,
Basilicus.
Dr. Kanji.
Dr.
I was
Basilicus?
gonna, yeah, I was also gonna say like Condi.
To be honest, I thought you were gonna make him Professor Wesley, that guy I just made up on a spur of the
Oh,
moment thing.
that could be fun, but that caused
Professor
drama.
Wesley. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just made him up as just on a whim, and then I'm really worried he's gonna become canon now.
He could be Professor Man or Professor Woman. if
Like,
it's-
to be honest, I have another desk
John
for
Wesley.
Professor Wesley, so but we can turn him into the Conjuration Wizard if you want.
Summon McSummyface.
Professor Man works as well because Man, like MANN, is a name. So
Just man, yeah, sure.
yeah, Professor Man.
I was hoping for something more creative, but sure, take the point of inspiration, Andy. It's good enough. Professor Man Inbound.
That was my idea. Fuck you.
I know,
Why
it
was
wasn't
it
my- it wasn't- it
inspiration?
wasn't my idea.
Oh, wait,
I just codified it
I
by
didn't
adding
hear
an
it.
N to the end of it, so it's a double N at the end.
Sure, then Cisco, you take the point of inspiration from Andy.
Wow.
That's
Sorry,
more than
Andy.
fair. No, that's more than fair. A little bit disappointed it wasn't Professor Wesley because that could have been really, really funny, but maybe for later.
Sure. Professor Man will walk in. It's a woman.
Definitely, I love that.
Listen, at my work there is someone whose surname is Man, and it is a woman. So
It's fun, yeah.
It happens, yeah. It's crazy. Naming.
But yeah, she will open the doors of like the practice area. So, kidnapping, you said, right?
Yeah, you see the proprietor of the Dancing Kobold. He's been missing for about a day.
And they sent 6 people to look for him.
I mean,
It's his uncle.
yes.
You know.
Damn it.
Also, it seems somebody magically inclined is doing this because we found
Yes.
dust that would point to this place.
Yes, I know.
Henry holds up the particles, the little vial of dust he now has.
Yeah, he will
I
just
know
he will
the
kind
way.
of grab it, look at it.
Yeah, there was nothing being forced. All doors were locked. Everything. It felt like whatever was here probably might have teleported within and taken.
Also,
His
since
uncle and left.
since our information suggests it's a novice spellcaster, we potentially may be here to kill one of your students.
I
Ignore
highly
that
doubt
statement.
you are capable of that.
Anyway, look, that's not what
Interesting.
we're here. We're the crows. We're not here to kill anybody. We're just here to find somebody.
Do you have any recently joined professors or someone that is quite new, potentially an elf?
That's
that
not
I have
my
any-
department.
Well, the sand is your department. It's conjuration, so
That is, but not the question he just asked. Try to pay attention, Mr.
albatross.
New to college, I assume?
You know, I'm a very learned individual. Anyway, this is not about my education level. This is about helping to find an individual. So,
Strange questions and suggestions notwithstanding, I look at Saul and Will. We just wish to know who of your perhaps novice individuals may have been using this. Did anyone sign it out? That sort of thing.
Follow me, and they will kind of
okay.
yeah. All the way at the bank, there's this very sealed door. Like multiple locks are needed to bypass it. Like even an arcane magical one. After opened, well, here's where we store our practice material. Let's see. And she will go to the place where they keep the conservation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not from us. All my stuff is still here. But it's the same stuff that we use.
We'll also be able to get this shit.
Where exactly? Where would you have it sent to you from?
Well, it's all made a bit west north of here, in the palace. Not sure who's responsible for making this right now, but
It's made in the palace, like the emperor's palace. You mean?
yes,
It's the only one.
No, we use shady drug dealers from the corner of...
I mean-
No, yes, it's from the Empire.
Hmm.
Well, I think we know where we're going next. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you could tell us about this? How old it is, that sort of thing.
Usually it
Anything
doesn't
would be helpful.
last this long after being used. So definitely between an hour and 3 days old maximum.
So up to 3 days old, and no one has signed out for it. Your stock is completely full.
Yes.
Could I insight her, please?
Sure.
I'll also do that.
13, fucking hell.
22.
22. She has no reason to lie to. She's been
6.
trustworthy all, yeah.
No
To
tell.
Kai, she's lying. She's lying her teeth out. Knock her out. Summon your animals. No,
Oh fuck.
don't.
Ah! Why is the
Yeah,
kobold
good.
chanting? I don't know.
Kai, get that good push.
Fucking something through the roof.
Anyway,
Mrs.
so-
Man is lying.
Like, she's so far
Eh,
truthful about the stuff. It's clearly not from here. She will mention only, You found this where?
Oh, at the Dancing Kobold. Just on the general vicinity. Like in the
It's
common area.
probably used
Talking
for
about-
a higher level spell.
Like, what kind of spells are you thinking? What would you consider higher level?
Well, I assume the Dancing Kobold was not the location where it's being cast. It's the location to, if you teleport from A to B, I assume the Dancing Kobold was location B and not A, if you get what I mean.
That would make sense, considering we feel that a kidnapping took place there. They teleported in, potentially grabbed my associate's uncle, and then left.
Because usually when we use it on lesser spells, no residue should be left over at location B, because, well, you don't need to use as much.
Would you consider teleportation higher level?
Yes.
I think we have our answer. A novice would indeed require assistance to cast that spell.
So, from my eyes, it's probably not one of our students or teachers. They should know better to not leave traces like this. Or use the right amount. This person probably only used this for the first time, not knowing how much they needed and used too much, therefore leaving traces.
An amateur, then. Excellent. That should help us with our
Or a
investigation.
professional not knowing how to use the proper equipment.
Amateurish, then.
Anyway, thank you, Dr. Mann. You've been very helpful. I guess the next part of our investigation is the palace and everybody. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, I feel we should. And why is Jane punching this woman?
Hmm?
Why is Jane
Rather-
punching this woman?
Just testing.
Jane,
Yeah, no, just accidentally read something.
Man just
counterspell! Ah! It's a spell attack. Counterspell! Oh no! Not
Jane's
now!
out for blood. Jane needs combat.
Right. Thank you very much, as my associate, Mr. Kai, has said, Professor Mann.
yes.
Shall we be off, gentlemen, lady?
Yes, we should move. I'm thinking though, what could this be?
Well, it could be someone from the Empire who didn't like when we turned down their deal, maybe.
Seems a bit. Why would they leave a trace?
I don't know. Maybe they want us to go to the palace to talk to them.
Yes, this is very, very weird.
Maybe we should have somebody waiting for like a message.
Did you guys made sure? Did you detect that Dr. Mann might have been lying?
I mean,
No, she wasn't lying. I could tell.
She was pretty
He was
legit.
shady.
Oh,
There
really?
was- There's quite literally nothing shady about her, Kai.
I mean, she was a bit mean and rude, but
Yeah, I don't know.
There was
All right. So I guess the Emperor. I mean,
We may not even have to talk to him directly. We may have to ask around about this powder because they send the powder to the university. So we'll just ask them about
Yeah,
the manufacturing because you know.
we can
Yes.
inquire about the powder in the.
I feel this sort of thing would be beneath the Emperor's notice.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, we go to the place we get the potions and things like when we
Oh yeah.
do
of
stuff
course.
for the emperor. They should know.
Yeah, the
maybe.
place we used to for the scrying before. I think. Okay.
So we're on our way to the Emperor's palace.
Would you like to walk or teleport?
We'll walk.
Okay.
I think we're walking at this point. We're committed now.
Like, can you imagine like having all these questions about teleports and such, and then okay, we're off then. Will, let's teleport. What?
I mean, you novices need magic. I have a hat. We are not the same.
I'm going to
Actually,
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on our way here.
Sure.
I'm gonna not do that.
I'm
Should I
gonna
make myself
not
look
do
like
that as
Mr.
well.
Like Dr. Man and kind of like say that?
Why?
I don't know. It's just fun. I don't know.
So, why do you need to keep changing your skin?
I mean, if you saw it burned all the time, you would want to change it too. To be honest, I know in your eyes, and I know it's not real, but I still see it awkwardly. So I prefer something on top of it. That's why my armor is so thick, and you don't see any skin apart from my face.
Actually, on the same topic of interesting decisions, why on earth are you asking, did an elf do this?
Well,
maybe because of your stepfather, I'm guessing, right?
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was thinking my
Yeah,
stepfather. It just feels like family. That's something. Well, just knowing him enough, that's what he
Yeah,
will
but,
try to do.
here's the thing: what would he gain from kidnapping my uncle instead of any one of us?
Well,
If-
he can lure us to whatever. It could
If
be a
we're-
whole trick to lure us in someplace.
Do you think we're gonna have to fight a caster though? Is that a big
mean-
possibility?
I mean, he's just not a normal caster. He's an archmage, for sure.
I mean,
Right, well-
considering the fact that this caster may have kidnapped my uncle, that's not your stepfather. We may have to fight one regardless. Either way,
I should prepare, and I'll take out Whisperwind. This could block some spells.
Might be worthwhile. Either it's a novice and should not be too difficult, or it is someone who is not typically a mage and didn't really know how to use the equipment properly.
Oh,
Either
that's
way.
a point. Yeah, that could be. I don't see a novice just like trying to use magic for the first time for a kidnap. It could be someone who is actually, like you said, he's probably a thief of some sort.
Professor Mann said it, not me.
Well, let's
I mean, you're
go
saying
into the
it now.
source then.
Just stop being so snappy, Mr. Jones.
Doctor.
Oh, forgot. I look at Jane and said, "You see what you have been dealing with? I'm so glad you're here finally."
Henry's thinking to himself, these inane fucking questions.
anyway, so we're gonna walk to the palace and then
Walk or teleport? No, just kidding. At your way at the palace. You know your way around like like with your badges of no.
Before we enter,
Oh.
sorry, I forgot. I'll
Sure.
cast invisibility in Kitiara, and I'll have her with us in case we want to use her to listen to conversations or things around.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, you know your way kind of already. You know this. You don't have to go through all the reception and yada yada. Oh, you have to fill in papers and such with your badges. You get around halfway there before you get to your usually where you usually go to the Emperor or go into other rooms. But you will ask around for some help, and they basically point you out to the old palace. Basically, there's a new palace built on top of another palace, basically, because well, the city keep on building on and on and on. So you have this bit underground, a bit through the north. It's like a separate location for the palace. which they kind of turned into their industrial palace, to say it like that, where they indeed create very high, powerful magical stuff, including these dust, in order to make casting easier. A servant will walk with you through there and point you out to the location where it's being built. Before you are allowed to even enter, you do have to sign your name and such and leave your badges, and so they are registered that you are have visited this location for whatever reason. They don't ask the reason, but they are registering you.
Yeah,
throughout
I guess I'll write mine and then hope for everybody's book. Will Albatross, and then I'll just leave a little badge there.
Can I take a note of the names? I'll try to retain the memory of them, just of who else is on the list.
Sure. You do also see the dates. Like the previous person that has been before you has been like a few weeks, and before that a few months.
Okay.
You do see the same recurring names over and over again. Let's just say Richmond Swinehart or something. Just completely made it up. That's kind of like also he noted recent inspection. He's kind of like the inspector of keeping things clean around here or something. But besides that, it's just random names, and there's no reason left behind them, including yours.
Richard Swinehart. Okay, I got that.
Anything else before entering said room?
Nah, I'm good.
I will just tell Kitiara to kind of like have a look around to see if she hears any weird conversations or anyone talking about our arrival and stuff like that, and just to do it as quietly as possible.
Sure, Kitiara has her own side quest.
Yeah.
Could I send Phoebe along as well? So there's a Phoebe and Kitiara duo.
Team. Oh, nice.
Sure.
Maybe Kitiara adventure.
You make
Yeah.
her
The thing is
invisible
that
as
Kitiara
well.
is
Or...
invisible, though. You
Yeah,
wanna
but-
make Phoebe invisible too?
I can't. Phoebe's just a cat. So who's gonna know? Who's
I mean,
gonna
you
bother
can
about a
turn
cat?
her invisible. With
I can't.
invisibility. Oh, really? You don't have the spell?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Give me
Knowing
a
that,
minute.
could I have casted it a higher level and get both of them, if that's okay
Sure,
with you? Mo?
I'm good.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with her being visible. She's a cat. They could just
I
be
mean,
mouse-
then she's gonna ruin my fucking mission and stealthy mission.
They're gonna focus on her, not Kitiara.
Okay, that's a good point.
They
Actually,
never
I like
expect
that.
to send in two spies, one invisible, one not. That's
okay,
kind of
yeah.
clever.
A cat, like imagine
like
in the
that.
palace there's
Yeah.
mousers that they have around to keep vermin away. So
Yeah, that's very good thinking. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's
Okay.
gonna think of that in events? You see a cat, nobody's gonna think, "Hey, there's a bird somewhere invisible here." It's like, who's gonna think of that? It's brilliant, actually.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
ultimate tag team, bird and cat. No one saw it coming.
All right.
Also, oh no, it's not on this map. Very quickly, side note for Mo, so you kind of understand why we're keeping talking about the homophobic cat. It's because of this picture.
Yes.
Wait, what picture?
It's basically a Reddit post, and someone mistyped the correct term for having two different colored eyes.
Homochromia.
Heterochromia. yeah.
Heterochromia, and he said a cat with homophobia in its eyes.
So yeah, whenever there's a rainbow or something that Saul usually does when his magic, Phoebe just goes.
The fuck? Yeah.
So that's our ongoing joke of the homophobic there.
It's important
God damn
canon
it.
lore for this.
Very important. Very, very important.
Very
I'll
important
have-
detail that we need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So you guys enter this place. It's rather huge. They have multiple factories, to say it like that, like where they produce magical stuff. It's kind of like a mix between literally a wizard tower and a blacksmith. That's what the best description is probably from this. Also,
like
a
that.
very chaotic archive place, because you see papers and filled off boxes with papers and yada yada everywhere. And what's also very fitting for this place is, of course, a very stressed out person behind a desk working on all these papers, stacking them, and trying to make sense of all the chaos in front of him. They don't even notice you as you enter, because they are literally that busy.
Hmm.
Seems like the person we should bother.
I agree. Hello.
Oh,
Greetings.
yes?
Hi, my name is Will Albatross. I'm here with the Crows. I was hoping we could ask you some questions about Dr. Jones, the thing, the dust, this dust here. We
So that's
believe
the
it's
university, I'm
manufactured-
busy. And she goes
Yeah,
back to-
here's the thing. We did, and they sent us to you, and you manufacture this, right, to send to them?
Yeah, probably. And they go just carry on with their stuff. They don't need to
Okay,
give it good luck.
Okay, is there like another person I can talk to who's less busy, can actually help in an investigation of a kidnapping?
Really, right now.
Yes.
Yes.
In
Right now.
Yes.
Yes.
in archive season, you know, when we have to
Yes.
do most of our work,
Hey, you know
Right
what?
now?
The sooner you help us, the sooner you can get back to work, buddy.
or I
Yes,
just keep
we
on
are-
working without helping you. Good luck.
We are working for the Empire.
Okay,
You should help
well-
us. This is an important
Okay,
mission.
but
Oh yeah,
if you
I'm
don't
not
help
working for
us-
the Empire here. The Doi. Oh my god, these people.
Well, okay, you should realize this. You can tell from your initial impression to be, I can be very annoying. Very annoying.
He also likes to spill his drink everywhere.
Okay. You want to test that? All right. We'll play
He
games.
likes to spill drinks.
He'll drink a flask. Oh no! She just spills some. Oh no! Look at me! I'm here obstructing your work. I certainly could use some assistance.
Forceful breaking of Empire property. No
Is
worries,
that
I will
right?
find you
Anyway.
1,000 gold. No worries. I'm good with faces. Goodbye now.
Bless
Do you really want to?
The stain
over
of
here.
the book.
Okay, first, do you really want to take this to court, buddy, over something that could be resolved in like 2 minutes tops? Really?
Okay, fine. What is it then?
Okay. This particular dust, who is it that makes this?
Oh, the machine over there. Goodbye, and they
Okay.
carry on.
Again, that wasn't the full 2 minutes, but actually, and then we'll just take a look at the machine anyway, see if there's been any tampering with it.
You do see like a gnome that's operating it at the moment.
All right, hello.
Like, one hour, please, and he carries on with calculation on the device.
I'm going to go and just whatever this machine is. Is it like something that's whirling or something like that?
Sure, why not?
Grinding?
It's just imagine like a printing machine, something like that. Why not?
I'll just grab it and stop it with my prosthetic hand, and I'll just jam the machine.
Whoa!
And
What?
then-
I mean,
He asked you a question. Answer him.
Hello.
Yeah, well, I don't get paid by answering questions. I get paid to making this stuff on time. You know.
Okay, and then Will will be, all right, see how this is going to work. Will hold out 10 gold.
Put 10 more of those bags in front of my face, and maybe we can have a talk. Because his
He'll
badge is
add
already
15
ruined.
He'll add 15 gold to that.
I'll throw him a few platinum as well.
Malcolm, you build your... God damn it.
He opens the bag of holding and shows you the party funds. We're fine.
It's about... it's an art, Malcolm.
I will add some peanuts.
And customary peanuts. Thank you, Cat.
Salt! And he takes
he
them.
understands.
Like kind of
I add-
grumpy, he takes
I
the
add-
money and he takes some like a sending stone. Yeah, your shipment delayed. And he hangs up and he kind of, like this gigantic vat that is in front of him, he kind of pours it all into a drain.
That is surprisingly efficient, what bribery can do. Anyway, hello, my name is Will Albatross. This is my crew, the Crows. We're investigating the production of this dust here that was taken recently.
Like Swinehart was here like a few weeks ago. Do you really have to send in another?
This was used to kidnap somebody.
Yes.
That
So,
sounds
you know.
like a whole other department, so...
Well, no,
Well, currently
you
we're
see,
here.
It leads to you. That's why we're here asking you questions about. So, is there a way you could identify this dust from like the batch it was taken of, for instance, or when?
Yeah, do you have a
Even whom?
record of who takes the dust and when?
I make all of these dusts. And so far, well, yeah, so far all of mine have been the same percentage of,
Well, this has
pure
been made within
quality,
the
so-
last either from scale of 3 days to an hour ago.
No, it's been used in the scale of a day or 3 hours.
Right, but could you work from that backwards wise? I imagine there's an expiration period of when you have to use the dust versus when you make it in order to.
Not on
Get
my
the
stuff if you
effectiveness.
conceal it right. Not my fault if you didn't conceal it right.
I mean, we didn't use it. The guy who did the kidnapping used it. Although we have heard that he doesn't know how to really use it, supposedly. So there's that.
Well, there you have your issue.
Well, I mean, our current issue is just us knowing as much about this because whoever did this might be one of your colleagues, maybe, or maybe someone within this area. Because those ones and anyone from the university.
He takes one closer look.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's my stuff, so what? Like,
So, who have you been giving your stuff to recently? Is my question.
oh, I don't know, I'm only making it stuff. You should look at those files over there. You see, like, this gigantic pile of boxes with all types of files in them. Somewhere over there you can check where all my stuff goes.
Is it easy just looking at the place just quickly? Could I figure out if it would easy to just come and take the stuff?
No.
If this guy wasn't here, it's
Like-
hard, yeah.
Like, this, yeah, it's kind of located within the palace. Like, it's an underground place within the palace. So first you have to break into the palace, which is probably the most hardest place in this universe to break into. And then you have to break in again, basically, because it's a
Yeah,
second
okay,
palace within the palace.
Okay, cool.
So
Thank you. So
it
will
would
have
get
to be
stolen,
someone-
but it has to be like you need an Ocean 11 team behind this.
Someone with authority was here and claimed some of this in order to do this.
And we didn't do
I
it.
agree.
But, I don't know.
I'm gonna make a deception roll, right? No, inside. So,
Anyway,
Well, I wasn't making insight check. I have a passive insight of 18. Does he beat that?
Well,
well, I was
Well,
making a joke on Martin.
Oh,
he
yeah,
didn't
oh,
take
never
it.
mind.
Well,
Sorry.
I was gonna say, okay.
Doubt.
Is there any way to narrow it down even from the files? Well, I guess not. Damn. Oh well. I guess I'll get started on my reading.
Henry's
Dr.
already over
Jones.
there. He's already over there looking through them.
I'll ask the man as well. Is this place protected from teleportation? If I wanted to teleport into here, will I be able to?
No.
Not that I can teleport. No, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you probably could, but you will probably get killed within the
Oh.
second of teleportation here. So yeah, good luck with that.
There is wards, yeah, and things like that in the palace, is it?
Oh, you kind of have like the most powerful creature in the universe upstairs. He kind of has a 10th eye of noticing whenever something happens in this place.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. Kitiara, I'll just say telepathically. Are you okay? Anything interesting?
With Kitiara's adventure and Phoebe's adventure going around in the palace. It's mostly just boring Empire office stuff.
Mhm.
Not really like they are talking about random adventures, from you guys or something like that. But you can go deeper within the palace or do somewhere else with them if you prefer. Like you're kind of now in like the base level of the palace, but you can go higher, which are more the higher officials of the empire kind of working there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
So I'll tell Kitiara, just go higher up. Be careful. Make sure that Phoebe goes first.
That's all right.
I mean, she's busy as well. So
Yeah, of course.
Oh, look
of
at
course.
this
That
cat.
makes
It's like-
sense. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, oh, hello.
I mean, I think
And,
hummingbirds are super quiet though, but I don't know. She uses the stat of an owl in reality, so I don't know.
Sure. Phoebe will tittle towards some stairs. Sadly for her, a grumpy guard would came to hiss her away. And the other guard's like, dude, it's just a cat. I've met enough druids to know that this could be a wild shape. Well then stab it and we know it for sure. I'm not going to waste my weapon on a cat, you know, and they have a kind of conversation like that going. But yeah.
Mark, why are your like miscellaneous characters and animals fucking sociopaths?
Who's the guard?
All of your animals are fucking sociopaths. All the random guards that aren't like, you know, even sight or main are like fucking just that's kind of psychopathic.
Do I? I'm just looking at the description of familiars. I can, so long as they're within 100 feet of me, I can see through my familiar's eyes and hear what it hears. Do I know who this guard is? Do I see who this?
Yeah,
who this
you don't
person
know
is?
him personally or anything. It's
That,
just
I just need to recognize him. That's fine. Good
as
to
you take a closer look at the guard, you kind of realize that the same thing with Bob. All the guards look exactly the same.
Oh shit! They all Carls.
Yeah,
They're all Carls.
Carl.
they're all Carl.
All the guards are called Carl.
They're all Carl. It's one of the Carls. You don't know
Carl,
which
what are you
one.
doing? What do you mean, Carl? I'm just doing this.
Oh, so crazy.
So no, you cannot get personal revenge for not allowing your cat upstairs. No.
Don't threatening to stab it. That's what I was.
Just stab a random Carl.
For like
You
no
just send a
fucking
message.
reason to. That's what
Exactly.
gets me. It's just
It's
a
the one
random
who's
ass
threatened
cat.
to stab her. That's what I'm taking issue with.
Well, they are very
if he gets
highly
close.
paid security guards, so it's kind of their job, you know, to just stab anything that goes up, including cats.
If I see that there is any hostility, Kitiara will be ready to poop on the guard from a very high up.
Dude, oh come on!
Create a distraction. So the
You're just
cat
gonna
can
be,
escape.
you're just gonna be
Boom.
blowing Kitiara's cover.
Boom. Bomb. All right.
Malcolm will start looking in those files and see like when the latest shipment was, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure.
Like while
yeah.
all that shit's going on.
In the meanwhile, why doesn't everybody make an investigation check for those books?
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking hell again! I'm getting knowledge of the past life this
Shit of this.
because
Well,
I've rolled
okay,
another 2.
I am of no help here.
I
Oh
would
my
like
fucking
to.
god!
I'd like to re-roll this investigation with my fortune's favor.
Sure.
I am rolling shit today.
There we go. 24.
Well, you roll amazing yesterday, so it's okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't as my character.
No.
You are
Yeah,
rolling
I'm gonna
amazing on
change
someone
these-
else's character, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna change
That's
these
right.
dice. I know it won't change anything, but I'm gonna change the dice.
It's the mental battle that's the most important.
Yeah.
Well, besides the actual number now to say about it, sorry. If you were planning on pooping on the Guardians Kitiara, I would like a stealth check.
Yes, please.
Sure. In the meanwhile, in the actual main quest, all of you are going through these papers, and you see that like 50% of them go indeed to the university. The other 50% are used, mostly in companies and other official empire businesses throughout transit. There are not really that many things to notice, like all of them seem to be official, all of them agreed, signed everything, that everything seems to be fine, and there isn't really any point of, something going wrong. The only thing that, let's say, Jane and Henry both kind of figure out is that during one of the deliveries to a company within Lockwind, the percentage of like the purity of the stuff that he's been delivering, he mentioned it was like a 95% purity. It turned out to be only 90% purity. That's the only,
What's that company's name?
something I just made up, limited.
To something I made up. So one delivers an altered to something I made up limited.
Yeah.
Yoda Limited.
Yo Limida. How about that?
Yeah.
Yo Limita company. Okay.
Yolimida, yeah.
I've-
Almost sounds
I've-
like
I've
that
already
almost sounds
called
like
it
Utami.
something I made up, limited or incorporated.
Yolimida.
Yo Limita.
Yolimida
Yeah.
for sure.
That almost sounds like Utami from fucking the Alien series,
I
actually.
know, I'm quite concerned. I did pick up that too. I was thinking.
Yeah.
We just
I-
call it
I-
Yutani then.
I just
Yoda.
have a Yoda with me. I picked it up.
Just
and
call it
was like,
Yoda
yeah.
to make it even easier. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yoda
Yoda.
Incorporated.
Yoda,
Okay then,
okay.
Yoda Incorporated.
Also, in the meanwhile, Kitiara successfully pooped on the guard.
Oh, nice! Yay! She will just kind of go really far away from where the pooping location to make sure, in case the guard tries to retaliate. Keep an eye on Evie to make sure Evie's okay.
Well, we could follow this lead and maybe go to Lockwin.
I think we might have to.
Yeah, that seems like we can't stop this. We have to get to the bottom of this.
If they've done something, actually, did we last come across the Cabal in Lockwin? Is that where we got kidnapped?
That's where you got kidnapped, but that's not where you met the Cabal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they operate everywhere, right? They are not concise to an area, are they?
No, but it makes sense to go back to basics. Either
Hmm.
way. Will, you got one in you? You got one in you?
For a teleport?
I didn't
Yes.
mean to tap dance.
I mean, I have both.
That would
We
be
shouldn't
fun.
do it from here, as this gentleman told
I mean, they're
us.
not. Well, wait, getting out of here is not going to be a problem. I mean, they don't mind if we use
Let's
teleport to
just
leave.
not try it.
Yeah, I
saying
think
it-
we shouldn't take the risk. I
We'd
would
rather-
imagine.
Malcolm, you underestimate my power, but I will do as the group says.
Actually, I will whisper to Will. Just try. It will be useful for us to actually just pretend and see what happens, because we might need to do it one day.
I know that we've said this was canon, Mark, but I want to check if this is still canon. If my subtle spells still work on item spells instead of just my normal spells, because I know I did it a long time ago, but I don't know why you still want to allow me to do that.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so I'm just gonna subtle cast teleport then to get us to Lockwin, because that's where the company's at, right? So I was gonna get us to the police station, which is I think in Lockwin, where we have an office still.
Oh yeah.
You don't have an office there, but you have enough places that, like the police center, you've been there
Yeah,
enough times.
the police, the police area
Yeah,
where
it's,
we
yeah, it's Broden where you have an office, but in Lockwin you don't have an office.
Stayed
but
at
you
numerous
have-
times. Anyway.
No, fuck. We always get those two confused.
So
Sorry.
I will subtle cast teleport to get all of us to head out there to Lockwin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
so what
see.
you'll see is like, all right, then everybody, we're just gonna leave. And as soon as Will goes out with everyone out the door, immediately just everyone teleports.
I will click my
Yes or
fingers to dispel Kitiara before we go.
Phoebe the homophobic cat as well, for Henry.
I'm pretty sure Phoebe's now been abandoned there because she was making her way back, but I had no idea where I was going to get teleported out against
I
my
mean,
will.
You can summon her again.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
dismiss her
firstly,
and
you could say
send her
no to
back,
being
yeah.
teleported. You realize that, right?
He didn't know he was being teleported, so it just
No,
happened.
you could literally say no. It asks you, do you want to be teleported?
I'm
So
not
even
splitting
if
the
I-
Kind of
party.
pop-up, like...
I'm not
this,
splitting the
Yeah.
party.
this very annoying
Verify-
paperclip
verify-
appears and asks you,
Yeah.
would you like to
Verified you're a
teleport?
humanoid, yeah?
I'm not splitting the party.
Click these
I
traffic
mean-
lights before you're allowed to teleport.
Oh no, I'm never going over.
I've also been casting Find Familiars with Ritual, so it'll take me an hour to do it. So, yeah, Phoebe's been left at the palace.
No, I mean,
But you
if
can dismiss her.
You can
anytime.
dismiss her and
dismiss
bring
them.
her back.
You can dismiss her as an
bring it
action.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting
they
her back
only-
is to be the issue.
No, if you dismiss her, you can then just summon her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again.
you don't need to
Oh,
cast
that's
the
handy
spell
then.
again.
Don't have
Until
to
he
Oh,
call
dies,
it.
perfect.
you can do that, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize
if,
that. Okay,
if it dies, then you need to recast it.
got you. Okay, teleported. Blah.
One
hell?
thing you notice, Will, when casting teleport, it has this like
Mhm.
a second delay instead of your normal teleport casting.
Yeah.
Like normally it's like shibida doobie poof. This time was shibida doobie. Wait,
Oh.
something's poof. No, that's.
We've been scanned. Could we assume we've been scanned and approved?
I think Will just think to himself. I mean, you don't know that he cast it until you teleported, but then for you it might be instant. It might just be like, whereas for
Actually,
Will
yeah,
it's like
that's a
delayed.
point, yeah.
Will might be the only one that can register that. That took a bit longer than it should have.
Oh,
All right,
Will,
everybody.
idiot! Now we've signed into the palace and then left without signing out. It's drawing attention to us now.
I mean,
Why'd you do that?
You probably just assume that we
So-
die somewhere and they will have to look for us. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
That's
I
force.
thought it was a good idea to test some things. Look, I have 2 more with uses. We can just go back and then just come back here. We
Oh,
could just.
that's not the point. We were drawing attention to ourselves by doing it. That was a
yeah, but it's good to do it now and to test if it will work. That's what we wanted to do. For if one day we need to teleport out of the palace, we know we could.
Yeah, because I mean, well, Dr. Jones, considering what we're going to try to do in there, actually, that's a good point. Figuring out that early would be a good idea. But yeah, in hindsight, not my boldest move with leaving behind some of us being able to sign out there. Yeah.
I'm just concerned we have drawn attention to ourselves by walking in and then not leaving according to their documentation. That is
So let's
not
go
a good
back.
thing. Considering...
And test it if we can
Oh my
teleport
God.
back.
No, Saul,
Actually, teleporting in might be a really bad idea, actually. Teleporting out, that might be why he let us actually do it. But, okay, I'm going to be
okay.
honest, there is a bit of a delay, so I'm assuming the Emperor figured it out and let me do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, Saul,
I-
you're such an intelligent man, you make remarkably foolish decisions.
to be fair, that's not until I did agree to go with it. I will give him that one. I will admit, not my boldest move.
It's not
I
not
am
a big
including
deal.
you in this
One
as well.
year of,
Yeah, you're reading into it. We teleport in and out of everywhere. I don't think they're gonna think it's weird.
Of the palace that we signed into, and I'm not saying. You know what? Never mind. It's been done. We've drawn attention to ourselves now. Wonderful.
We could just go back there later. Anyway, so this place, this Yoda company, right?
we can ask the police. They might know.
Oh, we're in the police station, right? We're in
Yeah.
the room where we used to sleep all the time. It's like, oh, right. Jane, I don't know if
that's
you
umbrella.
remember this room.
You see her look around the room. Yeah.
No, this is
We
where
haven't been here for a while, have we?
No, we have not. Well, no, we haven't actually. Even when we teleport here, we
Mm.
tend to move on. I still need to show you the crow's nest, but that'll be hopefully when we get a bit further on this.
I
We
think let's
have
go
a-
find your uncle first. Well,
Yeah.
let's carry on with the lead.
There is a majordomo there as well, some kind of ice creature that guards the crow's nest. Jane, very interesting.
All right.
Anyway,
Do we want to keep going or stop for a break just now?
Yeah, I
mean,
was
we can
just going to
break.
point you to the location of Yoda, but we can just do it now. Like
Yep.
it's not
Yeah.
not the most interesting conversation. Sure. In that case, oh wait, that's me.
I just looked at 9:15, so I thought I'd bring it up.
we can say Mo is here.
Yeah, Mo, do the thing.
What thing?
Wow.
Mo,
What thing? What am I doing?
pausing.
No!
Yeah, we will take a little break. We will be right back with this high quality stream. Stay tuned. Okay, yeah, Tess, someone say something.
Yes, 1,
Hey,
2,
hello.
3.
We are back.
Hello. Oh,
All right, sweet.
Great.
Are
Yeah,
we?
Yep, I believe so.
Hello.
I clicked the right buttons, right? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
We
It
are
takes
back.
a second though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can. You need to change the screen. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we are back. Yeah,
Good job. Thank you, Cisco.
sorry.
So yeah, you guys arrived at the police station, and yeah, they pointed like this industrial area or somewhere around there. There's Yoda.
All right.
All right, and everybody, I have already casted my aid, so all of you should be feeling a bit better on that front.
How much do we all get 8?
Yeah, so everybody gets the 20 HP because I casted it twice, and there's 6 of us. So I mean, Clive doesn't, but
HP goes up
Max.
by 20.
Maximum.
Right?
Is the maximum the HP modifier? You can just
yeah.
click
So
on
go to
that.
HP modifier, and I think you could add in the
Max
20
HP
there.
modifier,
Yep.
Oh, I'm pretty tanky now.
Yeah.
I know that's what we've all been using to try to like stay alive.
Mostly the savior of this campaign so far.
And you were gonna use the.
Yeah. So you'll see her pull. She'll pull out a dagger, and she's gonna walk up to Kai. And Kai, you notice she's approaching you, and you see her dagger in her hand. And she grabs your hand, and then she grabs the end of the dagger, and you can see her kind of squeezing, but instead of, there is blood that's kind of coming out of her hand, but it's also kind of infused with some like metallicness. Yeah, you can taste it. Yeah, it's very.
She's
But then
iron.
she,
Yes.
as she does that, she pierces your hand, and you feel this kind of infusion of her blood flowing into yours, and you feel this magic kind of arcane magic kind of warm into you, and she gives you Cat's Grace as an enhanced ability on you. And then she walks up. Remember, you're concentrating on that. Just a heads up on that.
I'll probably forget, but yeah.
Then she goes up to, does the same thing to Malcolm and to Sol.
Oh, that's.
But you're all concentrating on this. By the way,
Okay,
just
cool.
heads up.
Does Malcolm bleed though?
Oh, he didn't. I bleed, but I pierce your hand. Yeah.
So
I'll prestidigitate the knife just in case. Just
Yep.
I don't get
And,
undead blood on me, on my one.
So, just before we enter in, Mark, I'm just going to do this thing where I'm going to sacrifice a 2nd and a 4th level spell slot to create 6 sorcery points for myself as a bonus action. I'm just going to do that.
Sure.
Wow.
And then I'm going to go up to. You're not concentrating on anything, right? Will and Henry?
For Will, I'm not concentrating on anything now. 8 doesn't require
I was
concentration.
going to ritual cast detect magic for going in, but I can stop that if you're going to do something.
It's only if you want enhanced ability.
Sure. What would you enhance?
Whatever you want. What do you want to be enhanced? I
I'm
did
bad
stealth. I did stealth because for the stealth team, but for you or two,
you know what?
I would give.
Give me the give me Eagle's Splendor because I'm bad at talking, as only slightly better at stealth, and I'm in the talking team.
Yeah, Eagle Splendor for you as well.
Actually, for me, I would like to have Owl's Wisdom or Bear's Endurance, only because if for any reason if something goes down, I might need the Owl's Wisdom to resist spells and
it's Wisdom checks, not saves. Remember that.
Oh, it only applies to checks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, could I get Bear's Endurance then? Then I can get the temp HP.
Bull is it Bull Strength or Bear's Endurance? Which one?
Bear's Endurance for the temporary HP. That's the only reason I'm asking for that one.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, you could take that if you want.
And then what's the? Do you roll the 2d6 or should I roll it for the temp?
9.
9. I'll take it.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, because I figured if shit goes down, then
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the same as well. I'm just going to do Bear's Endurance. And 7 for me.
Now thinking, don't you think it's a bit mysterious? Isn't this is where Mr. Gold is, you know?
No, this is in the upper city. You're going over
We're
here.
still in the upper area. Like,
Yeah,
we're
but
not.
I'm just saying that coincidentally it's the same place.
Yeah, it's the
where Mr.
same.
Gold
Yeah,
is,
he's
city,
right
yeah.
now. He's only in like the underground, but he was indeed and successfully through your help, he's taken over the upper city. But that's not happening like yet. It's not like
Not yet, yeah.
he's
okay.
the owner of this place, but he's in the process of literally taking over the entire city bit by bit.
Yeah, we did a mission for Mr. Gold more. Now
We
we
did,
are in
yeah.
good terms. For now.
All right, let's go in. Are we splitting the party? We're splitting. You guys going somewhere?
Let's do it. Let's split the party and
All right.
stealth.
All right, and I'm gonna sacrifice 7 sorcery points to get a 5th level spell slot back.
I don't know what you're doing, but sure.
I basically what I did. I basically sacrificed a 2nd and a 4th level spell slot to get sorcery points. I sacrificed 7 of those sorcery points to get a 5th level spell slot back because I used up both of them for the aid. I want to
sure.
have at least one, so that's why.
I
So that's
kind
why
of get
it's
it.
weird.
Yeah. But it's like every 5 minutes you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm spending sorcery
No,
points to do this.
Because
and
it
that.
costs a bonus action, so I'm just trying to like.
It's like
be
it's something you
courteous
do
and
for
be-
fun or something, you know. That's why it happens too many
I'll convert
times.
it back now, yeah. So Malcolm, let's just split and investigate, trying to look for some archives. Oh my god, there is parrots around. Parrot guards.
Malcolm starts looking to see if there's any windows, and then just starts like running up the wall into one.
This building is rather tall. There are windows, but like only on like the 3rd floor ish, and they are very well secured with iron beams. So it's not something you can in physical form get through them.
Yeah.
This place
then I
overall
think-
seems pretty high secure. Like you have to go like there's some bushes like next to the building, right, and a few trees.
Yeah.
Where you have to like literally hide and get cover and then climb up because well, it's kind of also like people are walking down the street and there are a few guards around this building.
We may want to cut away from the group once we're inside before
that's
we
good.
start stealthing.
Maybe we should then, in that case, even with Jane's help, maybe we should go invisible so we can split from the group without being accounted for. If you
Do
know what I
that.
mean.
We can do that once we're inside, though.
Yeah.
So Will, onward.
All right, onward we go. And then Will's gonna take a quick swig of a vest. Presentation his mouth.
Sure. Pretty
And we're
big
good.
doors. It doesn't really look like a shop or anything, but you do see some like all types of magical items are on display as you enter into a pretty big open space. But obviously, once again, a reception. Why not? Always.
All right, hello. My name is Will Albatross. I'm
Greetings
here with
to
the crows.
apparently Yoda. What can
Yoda,
I do for
hello.
you guys?
We're here to see someone about the ordering and manufacturing of this dust. And Will will just hold it up. That was
Ooh,
ordered from the palace.
Yes. You're here for the issue we had.
Yes, I am.
For fuck's sakes! Finally, they sent someone. Great. Sure. What do you need?
Well,
can I help
I
you?
was hoping to talk to the people who ordered this in particular. You know, then we get a nice base of knowledge established about it.
Sure. I believe we have the book. In the factory. So you just come along. And
Alright.
as you go into like the next room, you notice that this is a place where they make magical items and such.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly you see these like highly sophisticated
I see. A lot of
people,
building you'll do here.
wizard-ish people that are working around here. They all probably are kind of proficient with like some sort of creation in magic. as you move kind of along this location, you go to where the warehouse is, where they stash out the stuff, and the foreman will go up, and yeah, the guy will demand like the books, and he will get them out for you. All right, let's see. Yeah, we put in the order 12 days ago, and we received it 8 days ago. But the issue was that it's not the right amount of purity as the usual batches we get.
Right. Now, when you receive these orders, who is it that you send to basically manage these or to check these? I imagine there's a checking process and that these goes through a pair of human or
Sure,
staffed eyes.
I can show you how it's done right now if you like. Then I can give
That
you
would be
indeed evidence that this stuff that we got is less than 95%, but actually 90%. And what you see next is like for the next 3 minutes, you see this like Breaking Bad cutscene, you know, where you put all these chemicals together and shaking and whatever and testing and whatever. And eventually it gets put into a machine, and it will kind of like with the clockwork finger, it will point out 95%, and then she puts in the other stuff that she has gotten, and it's only 90%.
Right.
See?
Okay. Really quickly here, and then he'll take the stuff that he's got in the little vial, and he's like, "Can you test this for me real quick, please? Whether this is the same material."
Sure. Once again, the exact same cutscene to reduce production cost. Once again, it puts in the machine and it says 95%.
Oh, 95. Oh, that's strange. This batch is pure, while the other one that you ordered was not pure. So it sounds like to me that these cases may be connected, actually.
Cases?
So
you were saying that you were working on this case.
Yes, but there is also another case that was congruent with this one. So it seems to me that if I'm correct, this was present at the scene of a kidnapping. So it's possible that whoever conducted said kidnapping may have stolen your shipment and exchanged it with a lesser variant.
Well, if that's the case, then my case is closed, right? We get our money back and get the right shipment, correct?
Who else had access to this product?
No one else we know about. This is what we ordered. I'm not sure if there are any other companies that had the same issue as we had.
So should we tie you into the kidnapping then?
I beg your pardon?
Well, if the facts are straight, and we've tracked the source down to here, and you're saying there's no other person that would be tied into it, then you're the only suspect, right?
So far.
How so? Please elaborate further.
Wait, am I saying the right thing,
No,
Will?
it's fine. So you see, look, here's the issue. The issue is your company was expecting 95% purity. That means that your people were supposed to receive this. They didn't, or at least you say they didn't. If we were to go on the current train of thought, the current train of thought says that during that process of you ordering this,
your order was changed.
Your order was either changed or stolen, or you purposefully changed it yourself.
Where's your courier?
So
I think that's the main thing. Where's your courier?
In transit, it was changed.
I thought Malcolm was away doing a stealth thing, not with the chat.
I assume we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, we haven't done anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Where's your courier? He may have fucked about with your shit.
Yeah, who do you use to transport stuff around from?
Where's your yield FedEx?
You guys bring it over here, secured and all, and then
who was the last
product.
person?
Who gave you the paper to sign up on?
And he points out to the book that he just got, and this random guard name is enter here.
Let's see, Jacob Jacobson, okay?
Jacob Jacobson, sure, yeah. JJ for short.
Okay, so this is JJ. So he gave you this form to sign off, basically telling you, and he was wearing the uniform of the Empire. He seemed to
Correct.
look the same as when you usually get the shipment.
Oh, he actually, yeah, I recognize him. He's been here before, and he kind of goes to other pages where he has also signed his name.
Mm-hmm.
I
Is he
recognize
around
the
here now?
No, they are the transporters from, the secured train of the Empire to over here.
Inside
Mhm.
check.
Sure.
Yes, please. And could I insight as well?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
I mean, I'll do one as well because I am also thinking that this whole situation is
here.
weird.
Oh, fucking
okay.
hell.
Ooh.
What a waste.
The
Well, I mean,
dichotomy
not a
of
waste.
that
We may get a lot of info.
and a natural 32.
So yeah,
Just a bit
I'm
of
assuming the
difference.
natural 20 is gonna.
Yeah, that's all of you
Yeah,
have no clue how to read this person, but Malcolm, you feel this person somehow. Also, that insight, I guess.
Yeah.
So far, truthful.
I'll
About,
give
shipment.
everybody a nod of this. We're all good here.
Let's see.
When
That
was
is-
this Jameson Jacobson? What's his name again?
JJ.
Jacob
yeah?
Jacobson.
JJ.
Jacob Jacobson.
Mhm.
When was he last here? Is this the last time he came here, or has he made more deliveries before that?
Looks at the pages.
Oh, after that.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't come here yet. Like you can see through the book, nowhere is his signature within the last 8 days.
Do you have
know
any
him
more
per-
upcoming deliveries? Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, in 2 days we're expecting, but we just got a call that it's got delayed, so it's probably 3 hours.
So Will is just gonna. Right.
Yeah, you got a personal relationship with Jacob Jacobson?
It's just business. He don't really talk too much about anything.
Does he talk to any of the other
Inside
staff here?
For fuck's sakes.
I mean, I'm not going to insight. We are just asking questions, so
Like,
it's just
no,
taking up his time.
She's truthful, for fuck's sakes.
I have a
Like
passive
the-
of 22. I'm not rolling anything else.
Yeah, no, it's... They basically just, give the stuff and leave. It's not like...
Okay.
They're kind of like the security guards of the stuff. So it's-
I'll just
Got it.
step away from this conversation and just gather up the group, and I'll just say, well, the only lead is that we need to find this Jacob Jacobson. Either, like you said, we wait for 2 days for our next delivery and potentially now longer, or somehow we find out where this person lives, chase him down.
Well, if he's going to be working for the Empire, he's going to be registered within the records of the Empire, so we may have to go back to the palace anyway. So
is there
we're
not
going
an
to.
easier way?
There should be a headquarters within Lochwin.
For the
Then
deliveries?
we should start from there.
That would be a better idea than just randomly teleporting about. Okay, well, thank you then, Mr. Player Joey doesn't know if he gave us the name for the foreman.
Do you have an address for this person? Are you able to reveal where he lives?
No,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I know where like the headquarters is of, or
Oh yeah, okay.
where they
Yeah, we
kind
know
of
where the
work, where you
headquarters
can
of the
probably
Empire.
find them.
Good name is FedEx.
What is the
Correct.
planet where
Correct.
Yoda's from?
FedEx.
He lives on
Dagobah.
Dagobah.
Yeah, he's
Dagobah.
on Dagobah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
the
don't know if
name.
he's from there.
That's
Yeah,
the name of
okay.
where you have to go. Or Tatooine or
alright,
something.
so-
Who cares?
All right, so the Dagobah building it is. Thank you, Mr. Again, player Joey's blanking out, but Will
Yeah,
would
me
know his
too.
name.
Foreman,
Mr. Robin, thank you, Mr. Robbins, for your time. In that case, sorry that we could not be of any more productive use. Hopefully, we will get back to you and get more of a definitive solution. But at the moment, it seems like whoever was involved in this kidnapping case seemed to have exchanged your grain, your powder.
Can I just see
Aha.
the? Has there been other instances like this as well?
No, we
Robin?
always get the 95 purity. It's scary how accurate their percentages always are.
Oh, so this is the first time. Okay.
Also, did mean to ask before we go, do you have any employees that you would think would be more than willing to steal company property? Maybe to try to make it a bit on the side.
I think if they knew that, they wouldn't be part
Yeah.
of the company.
Well, you never know. Like,
Thanks, Kai.
Like,
Thorough vetting procedure.
I don't know how it
I
works in
think-
America, but in Europe, usually, Joey, when we know someone is a criminal, we don't work with them.
Yeah, I
okay,
don't think
look,
I don't think there's a
not-
black market of flame tongues just coming out of this building.
Well, actually,
there
I mean,
is-
I don't know, because there are people that get hired that is like, hey, this guy's had some priors, but we still needed employees, so that's why we hired him.
And who
Maybe
was
this is
the
a likely
person who
individual,
checked the
so
purity?
it's not that
of
weird
the
of a
stuff?
question, guys. It's really not.
Is
Like,
that in the Constitution?
I think there's more the phrasing. You said, "Do you have any employee who has priors?"
No, they all hire from like
that's
college educated people. You know, it's kind of
okay.
White collar
Like, I
criminal.
hate to say it, but that's the reality of what happens in some places.
Yeah,
White
Apparently not
sense.
in like every other country.
Maybe he
apparently.
didn't get
happens here
fired.
as
He just
Right.
took a little pinch. Just quickly as well before we go. So who was the person who checked the purity of the stuff? Him, yeah, the person we spoke. with.
either
Yeah, the
me
foreman.
or someone else. No, one of the highly suffocated
So
scientists.
could we speak to that person who checked the purity? Do you remember?
Let's
if
just
was
make
you?
it for easy because this is not. Let's say this person that you're talking to was one of the persons who checked the purity.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'll say. We'll be done here, but I'll go outside and I'll just say to
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Malcolm.
Robbins, for your time.
Malcolm and Kai and Soul to I have to get used to the names now. Do you guys want to go in, sneak in, find out if there's anything?
Honestly,
I don't
didn't
think
know.
there's any use actually.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything shifty.
If
I think we might have more.
have to sneak
Like-
in somewhere, we might have to sneak into the Dagobah building if, for some reason, conversation doesn't work.
Let's just head
Alright.
there.
Okay.
What time? Of
Awesome.
day, what time of the day is it? PM.
Not that late. It's
Mm.
regular day.
We could ask
Okay,
Mr.
wait.
Gold as well. He lives here, right?
Who lives here?
Mr. Gold?
Yeah, but we have to go to the
want something,
Undercity.
right?
Well,
No,
we
but
did
I
help
mean,
him out.
If somebody in this city is doing, like some kind of criminal activity, yeah, he might want to
Illicit
know.
business.
Yeah, he might want to know, or he might know.
Well, look, let's go to the find this Jacob Jacobson. Maybe he was jumped, maybe he was coerced. We'll talk to him. If we produce nothing of value, we'll take what we know to Mr. Gold, and who knows? We'll see if he knows anybody here that might have either robbed or tried creating their own illicit stuff. But my thing I'm still trying to question is why would they take my uncle? That's what doesn't make sense about the situation.
Yeah, that's completely. I mean, I guess it's the connection with us and your uncle.
I mean,
right?
maybe when Jane arrived, the uncle was in that place and it just exploded into bits and pieces.
It fell
Yeah.
into your uncle.
I mean,
From
I don't know.
sky.
Probably not. That's probably not what happened.
Okay.
We can look. We can just deduce it, right? Someone put me there. Whoever this someone is probably taking your uncle as well.
Oh,
Pretty
maybe
much.
he saw something. Maybe he was a witness to
Right.
something. Yeah, that's a
Right,
good
so-
point.
So, not putting any assumptions into that of him being alive or dead. We need to use that information and just consider the fact that this has potentially happened. And if so far this residual dust of magical whatever it is led us to this Jacob Jacobson, so I feel we should wait for about 2 or 3 hours, let it go a bit darker.
Yeah,
and then-
this arcane coke is rather suspicious. I have to say.
I don't know. Waiting too long, Jane, might be a bad idea, especially if we still want to have enough time to make a trip to go see Mr. Gold
I mean,
afterwards.
it's only afternoon, you said, Mark, or evening?
Yeah, not that
I don't think
late
it's evening.
anyway.
Yeah, it's probably.
But you can just wait till
Alright.
whatever time you want.
Cool.
Should we just go lie down on a rug and skip time and do 3 hours and then watch a cutscene of clouds go by and then get back into the game?
Yeah.
You want to do the Skyrim wait 3 hours option?
I mean, we could go to
And
an
out of
inn
nowhere, all the
and
NPCs in front of you have changed locations and such. Yeah. That's what
have a
happened.
drink in an inn or something.
I think
What have you gotten yourself tied into, Uncle?
should we skip time or do you want to go now?
We'll skip time.
All right, we'll skip time. We'll wander around for like until it's almost.
Does your,
Sunset or dusk?
does your spell
Yeah, dusk.
wear off? Enhance
Yeah, it
ability?
will. Yeah, so we'll cancel the temp HP for now, and then
That's fine.
if I need to, before we go in, I'll cast more.
Okay.
Another 6 of whatever you guys want.
Okay, so I'll
As
just take the same thing then. So could you just roll the 2d6 just to be sure? I might get more HP. I might get less. But...
11. Yeah, I'll do the same for myself. What does everyone else want? Just decide, and then you can roll the 2d6 by yourself as well.
I'll have Owl's Wisdom if that's alright.
Oh, wait. Was the 2d6 for me or is that for you?
That's for you.
Okay.
I'll just roll my one now.
Do you want to switch actually? I feel kind of bad.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm good.
I was thinking.
Remember, you're
because-
the tank.
That is true.
Yeah, I could get it. Is it which one is the investigation one? Is it one?
I assume it'd be intelligence, right? The
Fox cunning, is it called?
Yeah.
Fox cunning. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, so that could be useful for me, and then
Malcolm, what do you guys want to take?
I could do
I'll
invisibility.
take the
anyway.
Gates Grace.
Malcolm?
You are mute, Malcolm.
Ah, shit.
I'll take Fox Cunning.
Just keep that in mind. You're all concentrating on that as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe Owl's
Just
Wisdom.
investigate. Yeah.
All right, that's my usage of spell storing done for now. I could add more onto it, but I'll leave it.
It's fine.
Actually,
It's all good.
I am actually going to cast do another spell storing. Can I do that more than once a day? Or
Probably can.
spoken word of the day. If the cast spell, the creature must concentrate. Spell and the object stays until it's been used 12 times, or until you use this feature again to store a spell in an object. To store each spell. So I could store another 12 spells in there, potentially.
I have no idea how it works.
Whenever you finish, you can. Oh, whenever you finish a long rest. Okay, no, I can only do it once. By long. Okay,
That
that's
makes
fine.
sense.
That makes sense. Yep. Okay, so that's me done for a long rest before. Cool. Let's infiltrate.
Yeah, sorry, I recon because if I'm concentrating on it, I cannot cast invisibility, so I might just give myself the cuts, the one that makes you stealthy.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry for that.
All right. Are we all ready?
Yeah, I'll cast invisibility on myself. Okay. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Could we actually
Before I go.
Can we just retcon back to when we were talking to Robin and just ask what Jacob Jacobson looks like?
Sure, she draws a drawing of him, and it's kind of clear. It's pretty big man, masculine mustache, very narrow eyes, very thick eyebrows.
Okay, that's quite distinct.
Antonio Banderas. Yeah, sure.
Narrow eyes, thick eyebrows like an owl. All right.
Hmm.
All right, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. So,
Let's go.
do you want to go invisible too, Malcolm, and then we can infiltrate with them?
I think I'll be fine. Even if I'm not invisible, I won't be seen.
All right. Cool. I'll do it anyway, and I'll enter.
Do you not
invisible
get? Do
with
you
them.
not get like an extra ability in when it's darker? Who gets that? Soul gets that, right?
No,
only
just that's only for the weapon, man.
In
Oh, yeah,
combat,
it's
yeah.
Shadow blade.
Shadow Blade.
My daggers, I think, can help
Humble
me if I'm
daggers.
in darkness.
Okay. All right. Where do we go? Lead us, oh mighty DM.
Yep, you go to the planet. I already forgot the name. Dagobah.
The
What was-
Dagobah
The
name. The
Dagobah
Dagobah
building.
building.
Yeah.
Dagobah building. That's the place.
It's like this gigantic, whatever stone building somewhere adjacent to it. It is. Yeah, this is like part of like the empire, but it's kind of it's mostly connected with the train wheel systems, and they are indeed just mostly just guards. You'll ask around for this guy, and eventually they will point direction to JJ. He turns out to be indeed a very high up official who deals with the transportation of very high viable items. Basically, he runs that, like a big department of that. So you will head up a bit into this building to a pretty impressive hallway, which will lead to a pretty impressive office of this JJ.
Is actually kind of a nice office for courier. Not bad. Anyway, Mr. Jacobson.
Greetings.
Hello, Mr. Jacobson. My name is Will Albatross. This is my crew. We are the Crows. We are also working in part of the Empire. We're running an investigation. We were wondering if you could answer a couple questions for us.
Of course.
I'll invisibly start investigating around his office.
God damn it, Sol.
Why not?
Just stuff flying around and doors opening.
And I'll be like, well, Mr. Jacobson, do you know? And he'll bring out a vial of this. Do you know what this is?
No clue. Sorry.
Well, this was part of a shipment that should have gone towards the Yoda office. It was Yoda, right, as a player.
Yeah,
we said Yoda or Yodel. Yoda. Yeah.
Yoda. Yep.
Yoda office. Do you remember making such a shipment?
I go there many times.
Have you gone there within the last 8 days?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay. What were you aware? Okay. During your delivery, have you been approached by anybody?
No. I don't believe. Give me one moment and you'll get his agenda and kind of starts looking through it and his notes.
I'm gonna start wandering around the room. Is there another exit to this room?
No, it's just one. Like, it's literally an office. Just a door, a few windows, but they are also sealed with iron bars. It's
okay.
Secure. Like, it's an Empire fortress, basically. That's what you should assume.
Oh, yeah,
I'll move away from my desk as he tries to come to get the diary there. Kind of invisible, and is it anything? Like, I'll be looking surfaces, try to see if there's residue around, if there's any weird documents or on the shoes, on the coat. I'll check his pockets on the coat that is hanging probably in a hanger somewhere. That kind of thing.
Like, you find nothing shady except for like a few antique-looking weapons within his coat and such, but who knows. But there's no, you don't find the glitter or anything else, or, it all seems very boring office stuff right here.
Alright, good to know.
What did you find there, Mr. Jacobson?
What was the question again? I completely lost track.
So the question, no problem. Question was if he made a delivery within the last 8 days there, or what was the most recent delivery, basically?
Yes, I got everything here. Nope. Nothing interesting happened at delivery. Sorry.
But you did deliver, right?
Yes. We secured it from the train from occultation to over here into the Yoda industry.
And you spoke to nobody else during that time of going there and back?
No, only the official people.
Insight check.
I was about to say, may I do that too?
Yep.
Soft 20.
So, Mr. Jacobson, besides you, who else has access to the package? Because part of our investigation is that the powder, which is this, that was supposed to be sent to the Yoda company, has been tampered with and basically lessened, reduced significantly in quality. And so we're trying to figure out if whether you or anybody else that interacted with it may have either exchanged it or there may have been a mishap of some sort.
Before we continue with...
Sorry.
Yep, that fits. It's another net one to the list. Great.
Kai's losing his mind now. Oh no! No.
Guys, like, nothing
Nothing
is
okay,
real.
Martin?
It's all a lie.
It's a conspiracy. Everybody's on it.
They're all in on it.
They are all after us.
Yes.
All of them are guilty. It's not an hard to read person, so you will figure out he's speaking truthful so far, and well, he's written in his agenda. You can also like peeking in with his agenda. It's literally everything he says. There doesn't seem to be like a hidden message or anything within his agenda either for Soul to figure out.
Okay.
But to Will, between me and my men who secured it, we haven't really noted anything strange.
And how
happening
many of
to
your
it.
men are with you when you make these deliveries?
Let's see. We were a team of 4, like usual. And these are the names, and he will just give you the 3 names. You can make them up
Alright.
as you go.
Alright, yep. Got these 3 down. Okay. We might have to have a talk with them later.
Do you know these
so-
people well? Are any of them new?
No, these are my top guys. They're great. If you'd like to speak to them right now, I can probably point you to them.
Oh,
Any
right. That'd be a
possibility you
great
can
idea.
call them? Any possibility you just call them in?
No, because it's their break time.
Well, we are investigating on behalf of the Empire, but very well, if you could point us out to where they're at, we'll try to seek them out ourselves.
Okay. Before any more questions, or
Okay, so you made this delivery, this shipment. Were you aware of the purity of this shipment, by the way, just to be sure?
no, I have
Are you told-
absolutely no idea what it is exactly that I'm transporting. All this magic stuff is way above above my head.
Right. And the people who give you these, they come from the second palace, correct? Within the occultation? They are the ones that give you this to you and say, put this on this train and go with it?
I assume so. Yes.
All right, let's
Yeah,
seek out these
yeah.
other 3 people.
Right. Well, thank you, Mr. Jacobson, for your time. I would advise that you try to keep some record of yourself somewhere nearby. We may have to talk to you again. And you have yourself a wonderful day, sir.
Wait, hold up. Mr. Jacobs, can you come with us to point out who these 3 individuals are?
I will tell you where they are probably right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like the first one is all the way across town, probably with his girlfriend in his cottage. The other 2 are probably now currently somewhere around the stall smoking, probably.
All right, we'll go after the other 2 first, and then we'll go for the
And
third.
where does his girlfriend live? You have an address?
Yeah, he will point out it's literally all the way across town, like pretty close to the police station.
Great, we've got an address. All right, let's go to these 2 first.
Mr.
Thank you for your
Alderson,
time, Mr. Jacobson. Oh, yep.
as we're leaving, so if you give me a signal, I can cast Detect Thoughts when you're speaking to any of these individuals.
Well, I guess I'll, the signal should be a word. Can you do it without being seen for sure?
No, they'll see me casting a spell. They won't necessarily know what I'm doing, or what spell it is. And if it goes off, they won't know I was in their head.
Hmm.
They just know I've cast a spell. I could just tell them it's detect magic or something of some such thing.
How long does that last?
10 minutes. I'm afraid that your own spell would stop. I have to concentrate.
All right, that's all right.
Well, all right.
why I
The
thought you
signal.
Wait for a signal. Even just nudge me or something.
If you want, I'll say like quietly once we left, so because I'm still invisible. If without Harry knowing because I'm invisible, I'll take a little hair from my beard and I will say, I'll put something in your pocket. That way, I'll be able to speak to you telepathically if you need to tell me something, or you have any idea of where I could stealth or things like that.
Are you both invisible right now?
No, only me.
Only you. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just. And Kitiara is invisible, no?
Kitiara dismissed her for now. Otherwise, 'cause, yeah, I didn't want to
All right. In that case, I'll just say, so where are you? Right.
Yeah, I'm here.
When we speak to these people and we walk away, you stay and you watch the two and you watch one of them, whichever one that seems more suspicious, and follow them.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Sounds good.
And Dr. Jones, what we'll do is we'll try to incorporate a word to be the signal, and what that word will be. I'm guessing that the word either lunch or orange would be the best bets. Maybe lunch might be a bit more.
Orange
If
is
I-
less likely. Orange is a bit more unusual, I feel.
Yeah, so if I ever work in the word lunch somewhere, then that'll be my signal.
I would say very well. I would thought orange would be better, but if it's lunch, then it's lunch.
Well, yeah, I mean, orange is going to be like, how am I going to bring that up in a conversation?
Color orange.
Nice
There's a lot
orange.
of orange.
Color.
Yeah, but I could just say, hey, I had a good lunch today or something like that, and that could be a good
Will
go-to.
has decided we'll go with that.
Yeah, that's perfect. And
Lunch.
I will give the little hair to Jane then. So can I speak to her telepathically? She cannot reply though. But...
Can you see through that as well?
Yes.
Alright, so I guess as we approach these two, I'm assuming, are they together or are they just like... Because
As you leave this building, you go a bit north of the city where you see indeed these stalls. And you do indeed see two smoking individuals next to it. As you are approaching like 100 feet away, they do notice you and they start staring at you.
Alright, hello, gentlemen. I believe here you are Tim and Barry, correct? You're part of Mr. Jacobson's team?
Who's asking?
My name is Will Albatross. I'm here on behalf of the Empire. I'm investigating two incidences that involve this substance that you were meant to deliver to the Yoda building.
As you show that to the two men, they kind of stare at each other. And then they
look,
break
gentlemen,
eye
look,
contact.
the faster
They
you
start
answer my
running.
questions, the faster that we can all...
Oh, they've bolted.
They bolted. I will
teleport.
immediately...
Will still standing
Teleport
there
20 minutes.
explaining what's going on. Because everyone is
I
already
was,
starting.
I was literally gonna say lunch, but if they start bolting, then I guess go on. Whatever Luke's gonna do, I'd rather him.
Malcolm will instantly use teleport face strike 30 feet onto them and like stab them in the
Yeah,
back.
they are 100
Don't
feet away.
kill them. We need them alive. I was gonna subtle cast blindness.
Wait, 100
Okay.
feet away? How fast are these people?
You
30
were
feet.
already 100 feet away. They start noticing you from a far distance.
No,
As-
but
as
like,
we were
me
speaking to them?
talking to them, like that's I don't have
We,
that good
we
of a
were
voice.
shouting at them then from like 100 feet
No,
away. Hey,
like,
by the way,
I-
we want questions for you.
It's not, you don't really have to shout that hard. Like, they start noticing you beforehand. Otherwise, they would have
100
run away
feet?
anyway.
That's 30 meters, mate. That's 40,
I mean,
30, 40 meters.
it's happened. Come on, it's no biggie.
All right.
Well, if-
Like,
We're
otherwise,
off
it,
then.
otherwise they
Just
would have
see
run
what
away the
happened,
moment
yeah.
they saw you, and that would
Yeah.
be even
All right,
more.
we're
So.
off then. Let's chase them.
It's either
Let's
this
go.
or
Alright, I
that.
guess.
Anyway, I can move at 90 feet if I use my action dash and bonus action.
I'm trying to
So I
think
think
of my
I can
longest.
catch up to them pretty quickly.
I'm trying to think of my longest spells. Magic missile will possibly kill them. I don't want to do that. Oh, you know what I could do? I can distance a wall of force. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna distance a wall of force because they're 100 feet. So unless they beat 240, I'm gonna do a wall of force right in front of them, and they're gonna run into a wall of force.
Does that do damage?
I mean,
Not
just-
technically,
No.
but they just it's up to you because they don't. It's invisible, so they just run smack into them.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean,
that's no issue. Then sure.
yeah, like on its own. Let me display it that then just in case. But yeah,
If it doesn't work, I can cast slow on them if you allow me to.
and I'm gonna use my meta magic to distance that. I think because its normal range is 120, but maybe they can cover that distance.
And I will invisibly fly towards them as well to kind of like try
And
to
then-
catch one if I can.
And then hopefully, if at some point they hit the wall, I'll be like, all right, gentlemen. Oh, God.
Alright,
Motherfuckers.
I take out rope and start to tie them up.
And the other spell's gone, but I'd rather have this concentrated than the thing. Sorry, Jane. But anyway,
That's
and then I'll be like, gentlemen, all right, let's start this over, shall we? I haven't done cardio in a while. Oh boy, it's like that book, the elf that's on the front that is always going on about cardio.
I'll just tap Will on the shoulder for him to kind of calm down, and I'll just step forward, intimidatingly, and I'll just be like,
You
better
handle this
start
better than you did.
"You better start talking, otherwise." And you'll see crackling lightning on my fist, and just to kind of intimidate them to get them to start talking.
I will also pull up 2 daggers, lightsabers, ready to intimidate and stab.
Newly purchased from the Yoda Industries.
Yeah.
They indeed saw lightsabers there. They
I'll
look
just
fancy.
mark one on the head because I'm invisible flying. Just go like.
Oh, I just
Doesn't your
realised I have
invisibility
I have-
end after doing
yeah.
damage?
I mean, I don't. I just want to kind of like not do damage, just to kind of like whack them. Like
They're very sensitive people, Cisco. You don't know them.
Okay, point.
no.
One is dead.
talking now.
Fine, what you want?
We asked you a question about the substance there. What do you know about it?
And they both stare at each other like neither of them
Stop
want to be
looking
the
at
first
each
ones
other
talking.
and answer. You have
Look,
5
gentlemen,
seconds.
we have a lunch to get to here, okay? Can we just move on and get what we need to know?
You guys
what you know
waited
about this
until it was
substance?
dark. With lunch.
Fuck! I should have said dinner instead of lunch. Fuck! Sorry about that, guys. I'm a fucking idiot.
I maintain that a word that's unlikely to be said is a better code word, so lunch still works well. And I've cast Detect Thoughts.
God
Got a
damn
little-
it.
got a little copper wire, and I start concentrating.
Yes. It's just a service, right? Otherwise, roll.
Initially,
Okay,
yes,
he's
I get
gonna-
purpose thoughts, but then if I want to go deeper, then they have to make a wisdom save.
Like the service thought, you see them basically opening the chest wall within the train that was filled with its stuff, and they took a small part of it out of it and replaced it with some other stuff, and basically mixed it around and then closed it again. That's what is in their service stat right now as they thinking about this stuff.
I would like to go deeper.
Sure. What's the DC at this point?
19.
19.
Lovely. Yeah, at least one of them completely fills that.
Okay.
Uh-huh. What about the other one?
What about the other one?
Just for giggles.
Probably barely doesn't make it, so
Okay. So
Okay, I was
what?
about to say if he did, then I would have silvery barbs.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Let's see what we got then.
like I rolled a 17, so unless this is a very high wisdom individual, but he probably isn't. So
If a commoners, probably not.
you don't know this guy,
I said if.
He might have a lot going on in his life.
He might do. You know what? He might do.
He might be the hero.
I mean, clearly not enough if he has to fucking bolt after just seeing us in sight, not even letting us get to say anything.
Yeah, you have to start somewhere, right? This is just his backstory, It's...
He's a
One
level
day.
1 adventure in the making, probably like.
yes.
So anyway,
Yep.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
What
surface
do I
health.
learn? What do
Like-
I learn?
What